be honest. I think PJ might be.
If you wanna continue reading that, that's fine. Nothing wrong with reading the player's handbook.
I don't know, like I just
She's chaotic. She's
All right, couple things before we start. Our last players are going to be here momentarily. Whenever they get here, they'll be setting things up, and then we'll kind of go from there. But we'll go ahead and get this portion of things started. Eldermancy's Twisted
yes, that's the better word.
Seeker's Guide to Taverns. Absolutely fantastic thing. You have a whole bunch of different taverns you can put inside your world. They're drag and drop. That's the best part about these taverns, that they're drag and drop. We plan on probably using all of these because of how great and useful Logan made these taverns. Absolutely fantastic resources that has menus, maps, the whole 9 yards. You can get the PDF currently on Eldermancy's website, but if you're looking to get a physical copy, you would have to pre-order it since they're still kind of making more books for other people. But it's absolutely fantastic and 100% worth it. Thank you, Eldermancy. And then dscribe.com. What happened?
Nothing to worry about.
Oh,
yeah, they were just kids.
what happened last week that I can look up on dscribe.com?
Elephant.
No.
Elephant bitch lady.
What? Luxodon?
Luxodon Lich.
Ooh.
They're not gonna have that.
They will.
They have one. Luxodon, bitch.
And
bitch is good
literally
too.
Luxodon and then Lich.
Ooh.
And then combine the two.
Luxodon Lich. Luxodon Lich. Luxodon Lich.
Lich, Luxodon.
Lich.
The Luxodon
Luxodon. Oh, nothing yet.
Luxodon.
How about elephant? Elephant.
No. Why not? You don't want to
Damn.
Lich.
You know what? I'll just look up Lich.
Alexa Lich.
I'll just look up Lich for you. To give you a little taste of what dscribe.com can do for you, we're going to read you the Lich description they have off of dscribe.com, and you can see how good these descriptions are. The Lich, a cool breeze blows in from ahead, bringing with it the stench of decomposing flesh to assail your nostrils. Around the corner it paces, skeletal feet grate against the ground as the Lich circles in the room, its ghastly features calm, even patient. Chipped shards of bone pierce the Lich's rotten skin, causing the ominous glow of its fiery eyes to cast eerie shadows along its emaciated face and golden crown. The long silk rooms it wears do little to hide the truth of its expired form, held together by malice and magic in equal parts.
That's got ballsy. It's got liquid in it still.
Dscribe.com, absolutely fire!
Absolutely fuego.
It is fuego! Thank you.
Fuego left.
Fuego del Sol! That's not a good joke.
What?
That's a joke?
That's you're not good. Okay. That's why it was a bad joke.
It's a wrestler.
It's an AEW wrestler, yes.
I figured as much. I didn't know that it was, but I figured.
Yeah, it's a very obscure wrestler that probably would have.
That's a very bad joke.
It's a very bad joke because it would make sense if people here watched it.
Okay.
You know who I was talking about?
Very bad joke.
Oh, it was a very bad joke. Thank you. Well, that's up to you. You don't have to like it.
See, I grew up watching WWF. That's why I still kind of watch it to see how downhill it's gone since.
Yep, I'm right there with you. Okay, so we got that portion over. We're going to go ahead and go into the recap. Now, technically, whoa. What you doing there, sir?
I'm looking at you. Is that a
Okay,
problem?
no, that's not a
Make you
problem.
nervous?
Yes, it does make me nervous.
He would rather talk to you with
Comfortable.
your back to him.
No, it's fine. So, to go into the recap of what happened last week, does anyone want to volunteer? Or does anyone want to read PJ's notes? Don't read PJ's notes, that's a bad joke.
I thought we read
Here's
PJ's
so many
notes.
bad jokes.
I'll do it.
Go ahead and do it.
Alright, so.
And
I
then
need
me.
to turn that.
And then
Last
proceeds to
time-
read some notes.
How
did it start? How did it end? That's all I-
when yes. So the other people, they were rushing down. They met some lady in the encampment, and they were like, "Oh, I'll take her." And they started running with her. They made it into the cave. It was Julio, as well as Blaze, and the new girl who's Blaze. Blaze. And Nova, and the new girl whose name I forget.
Pirate lady.
Tongue lady. Yes.
Pirate tongue lady.
Pirate tongue. And so they went into the cave. They started exploring. They killed some people because the thunder wave went boom, and nearly killed them with spikies.
That was
And
really
whatnot.
fault.
It's okay though.
What? Here's why I didn't want to go to that room.
It's okay, it's okay. So afterwards, Julio killed the kobold and the slime.
He asked for it.
And yes, there was nothing else there. You guys came out, and we all met inside the other room. We were about to kill you guys because we were all prepared.
And we were about to kill them too?
Exactly.
Yeah, straight up. It would have been a
Everyone was about to
gunfight.
kill everyone. And they were like, but
That's what we're
no
doing
one
this
killed
session.
anyone though. But no one killed anyone.
We're gonna
So
do that
it's
this
okay.
session.
No, we're not doing it. So anyways,
PvP.
no. So afterwards, we
I would die right
we
off
left
the
place,
bat.
and
Turn into a dragon.
there's like 2 different areas there.
I got one shot by a fucking lightning bolt. What are we talking about?
We told us we didn't know where to go. We went down one route. There was a meatball floating around with a whole bunch of ice. Everyone was real scared, didn't want to go and touch it.
It was a skeleton meatball.
So anyways, in the other place, there was some kobolds. Blaze was like, "Oh, I'm going to pretend to be a kobold." And then he was like, "Pretend to be a kobold." And then Kobold was like, "Oh my god, it's Greg from accounting!" Or something like that. I don't remember who it was. But yeah.
Gerald.
There we go, Gerald from accounting. And we tricked them. They were like, "Oh, we have to go back and get the girl because I don't know. They wanted to. They're kobolds. They don't have a reason for anything to do." And so the lady came up and she's like, "Oh, I was expecting like, what happened in the trap?" And then they was like, "I did it." And then, BAM! And so that's what happened. We killed her. No biggie. Dust our hands off. She only had 2 fucked up skeletons, a giant hand,
I was running my shit that
And the
way.
bone eyeball.
and yeah, that was it. It only had 1 round of combat. Didn't do anything else.
It did almost drop something, I think, one go.
It was,
You are, no, you were
It was
paralyzed.
paralyzed, yeah.
And it
that's
just
what
fucked you up.
Exactly.
Really good.
And I was.
Exactly. All day. And
That was
then
very
afterwards, we went and we were in some moon world where the big Fey lady was there and she was like, "I'm kind and lovely to all of you. And
She
I
was.
will treat you with respect and kindness, but please gather all the orbs for me."
But she's very trustworthy.
Very trustworthy.
Now we're
very
collecting
trustworthy.
Dragon Balls.
But PJ is
Pretty much.
paranoid.
Yep.
No, Time
For
Balls.
good reason. And yeah, she was like, "I'm the leader
Next time
of
on Titan
all the
Ballsy.
world."
Not to trust
But
the
she's
Fae.
not, because she also lost her powers and she probably just wants to regain them. Anyways,
Maybe.
once we came out of the dream fucked up world, oh yeah, the Thunderballs, yeah. The orbs, she was like, "Hey, get all the orbs for me so I can become powerful, please. It's nothing suspicious at all. Don't be suspicious."
This
And,
was a giant Fey lady.
Yeah,
Bees.
she's a moon
Archfey.
lady. She's a moon lady.
All archfey can be trusted, we know that.
Exactly.
We all know those.
And so, even though, like, once after we left, there were a whole bunch of, there was that giant hand there, and it was dead. Everyone else was still trusting of her, but you know, it's okay. Afterwards, we all dispersed, and everyone started spreading out and collecting information. They came back and we're like, "Oh, we found a book," and "Oh, we found a secret passage that I'm never going to tell you about." And then,
They did tell us something.
I did.
oh, did you?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
closed it off though.
I closed it off and broke
Yeah.
the switch.
he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, after I
Okay.
mentioned that, hey, this shit's going down, he mentioned at least part of what he saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I broke the switch that way no one else could steal any loot from us. And then later I went, oh well, I'm just gonna leave it like that because now
It's
Yeah.
a threat.
it's a threat, so now it can just stay broken.
Exactly.
You know what, I didn't find about the book shit until after you did that, so I'm so glad you didn't fucking go in there.
That's
Well,
why
it's momentary things, man. It's like in the
And,
moment.
And so since all that was going on, you guys were talking about it and like, "Oh, Deathlight's really important." death flight's apparently a thing. It's gonna kill people if we don't stop it, but we don't have to stop it because we're leaving. And afterwards, Nova was like, "Hey, I'm sorry to tell you guys, but Matt died." And then Indians wanted to.
Well, we don't want to.
When they
It's a
started
consideration.
they started running off way ahead of everyone. Meanwhile, we're all like, "I don't know what the hell is happening. I'm gonna take my time, going back home and shit." And then so they go to the med camp. They tell them, "Hey, there are people over there. Don't go near there though." I was like, "Oh, okay." And then they left. And then we came and they were like, "Oh, there are bad people over there. Don't go over there." And they were like, "Yeah, someone already told us that." I was like, "Oh, okay, we told them that already. Cool, great." And so, since that happened, we started talking to them. They gave us money, I think. I'm not really too sure.
They gave us a shit ton of money. I don't know how much shit though.
It doesn't matter. And also,
But we never divvied that up.
no, you didn't. That's why it doesn't matter.
Or the magic items.
Exactly. And magic items. And then afterwards, we went on a train to Busan. Going back to Everhold, of course. Nothing happened too crazy. But when we went to the actual area that was
Train to Busan.
the Everhold, I never watched it, but I keep seeing it. And so once we got back to Everhold, Everhold was like, not Everhold, Giovanni was like, "Hey, there's some really important shit and I have to tell you each individually." So that's what we did.
And y'all
It
need
was
to leave.
fun. We got the tongue lashing. And then everyone that wasn't like the underground people and PJ went and they were like, Maddie. And then Maddie was like, "I'm dead." And so they kept talking to her for like an hour because dude was doing a ceremony, trying to get to the rest and whatnot. And during that time, Revolution was just like, tick tock, clock's ticking, tick tock. And Carmen was like, "Hey, I don't know what's going on, or who you are. You should stop this though, this is really important. It's like, you're kind of ruining the whole mood of the room."
This Cardinal wasn't doing it.
Yeah, she was like, "Read the room, bro." And everyone else was like, not trying to start a fight with the Revolution at this moment. And then Body started going, come try to kill her, but then Giovanni was like, "Nope." And then Maddie was like, "Hey,
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry, guys." And they were all confused. Everyone was confused because Maddie was alive and not alive. And then she passed on. And then everyone started arguing about the forbidden tree and whether we should leave or not.
Because Giovanni suggested that we leave.
Yeah.
Pretty healthy suggestion.
Blaze was like, yeah, let's just wait like a week.
The most intelligent man in Everhold, probably a good suggestion.
Probably the best suggestion out
I
there.
agree, but let's hold off a few days, at least until Dad gets here, then we run away.
And then we're gonna see what happens.
Or we see what happens, and then we go, yeah, it's fucking dead. That'd be kind of funny.
Well, I'm glad that we're having the conversation before we decide, hey, we're going to stay here a week to find out what happens. We'll see.
No.
Yeah.
Say that like it's gonna take a week for whatever's happening to happen.
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
Like a week.
I
A literal
day,
week.
10
at least
seconds.
want to wait a few days, because I want to try to do a couple things.
Yeah, of course.
But, like,
Of course you do.
outside of that.
Of course you do.
I am attuning, by the way.
I figured. It's a
Main-
really
there's
cool.
there's one main reason, and it's the movement thing.
It's really great, right?
That's the main reason, just because my character's like, well, why not?
You would literally be able to do everything. Every type of movement he would be able to do.
Climb, swim, fly, walk.
I got everything.
Run,
Sleepwalk.
jog, sprint.
Honestly,
Quick
walk
question,
backwards.
Yeah.
in
Swim
this
backwards?
world where we
Moonwalk.
like mass produce a
Well,
lot
okay.
of items,
Like that was
something
the
is
ultimate
commonly
abilities.
used by the
Fucking
Skywolfers
adorable.
and our government here as sending
cool.
stones. How much would those cost for a pair of sending stones?
I love how you're trying to convince me immediately, like, let's just
Now,
drop
now
the
I can
price
just imagine
real
Lear
quick.
just walking into battle.
Nah, not his style. He doesn't like drawing attention to himself.
No.
Lear.
I-
Lear hates drawing attention to himself.
Yeah. That's why I just like, first of all, he doesn't want the attention on himself. Why are we
He's gonna be
electing
climbing on
Lear
the
the
ceiling
leader?
Like a
He's got no leader, first of all.
Drop
But why are
down
we
like
electing him a
Batman
leader? He
and
doesn't
stab
want the
somebody with two
spotlight.
swords. Dirty,
the
unlike
point.
Batman. And
Yeah.
This group doesn't have a leader.
No, exactly.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
we had a huge argument about last time. We're like, no, fuck
The
leaders.
characters would have an argument. We know that there's not going to really be a leader.
Yeah.
I'm just along for the ride. I'm the mascot of the party.
Well, see, I was sitting there, I was talking to Jules about
Zero will
it.
constantly elect
I was
PJs
like,
because
hey,
PJ is charismatic.
Well, I mean,
and
Dad
can
got
deal with
elected
charismatic
fucking
situations.
leader the
we'll
last
probably
time.
have-
Let's
as a
not do a
face, if you
repeat
will.
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll probably
totally.
have, you know,
We are
everyone will
all-
have their aspect that they're
Again.
good at.
We're all doing our own thing.
Yes, we are.
There's
We
this
are
thing
not-
that moved.
We're gonna
It's
go
not
ahead
moving
and
now.
Stop killing.
It's funny. It's funny, Joe. We didn't
It
even,
was a
I just now
child!
remembered, but we didn't even
Come
tell
on,
you.
Shadows.
There was a few more
I
kobolds.
know, they told me I missed.
Oh, they. Yeah. Oh well, you missed one of them. You
Yeah.
killed every other one. You missed one.
I'm
The
happy
magic
that
one?
someone decided to be like, this is exactly what his character would do.
Yeah,
Because
that makes
100%, it is exactly what my character would do.
Exactly.
It is-
The one
You
that
see a
lived,
kobold.
though, the one that lived was like level 15 fucking
Yeah.
wizard or some shit.
Yeah.
and then killed me, right? Immediately. He's like, you know what? I
There's like,
cast
fuck
magic
this, I'm
missile
getting
at
outta here.
7th level.
No, he just got away.
Oh, because at one point I was
He
dressed
did
up like the
mention
fucking
Doored out of the
elephant lady.
fucking area.
And then Dimension Door back, and then
And then
Dimension
Door
Door
out
out
again.
again.
3 dimension doors.
While talking shit.
He was talking shit. He's like, I know you lied to me. I was like, hey, sorry, man. I just want to get out of here so he didn't murder you. He murders, tries to murder you. I'm like, oh,
It was
shit,
just
stop.
Blink the whole
Go.
time.
Go. Who the fuck is Blake?
Blink.
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 Oh.
And he just kept blinking. And it was perceived as Dimension Door. Damn it.
All
And
right.
that spell could be helpful. It's not one of the best ones, but it could be helpful.
No, it's amazing.
We need to
And I'm gonna leave that all information that you know personally. You don't
We
have
need
to
to
let people
recruit
know
the
any of that.
Dimension Doored Kobold.
I'm sorry, you're mentioning spells.
Dimensioning
There's
spells.
there's a spell you should be. Oh my god! If you attune to it, I'm actually sending you more information.
Oh my god.
There's certain things you want to know because you get with the legendary
What did you
item, you
just
get
say
the
to me?
minor
Oh
benefit and the
my God.
So
minor.
are we worrying about the artifact properties?
What? Sorry.
Not right.
Continue.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
I'm not in love.
That, I roll those in advance.
Not with that.
So when you attune to it, that's
said
what you
what?
know. So since
said
you
what
attune
about
to it,
me?
I'm sending you the details now.
Do you want me to edit that in?
Oh yeah, you can totally do that.
Okay. That way I have a constant reminder on my character sheet.
Absolutely.
I'm paying
I'm gonna
myself.
send it to you personally at the moment.
Unattuned the hydrosphere.
That's so
but I
annoying.
gave to Sir Gall.
God damn it.
You should.
I did. I quit my attunement to it once I
do you
handed
have
it.
scissors?
I was like,
Yeah.
No. Well,
No,
we
yes,
do
you-
have
he's
a
better. He
knife.
gave you a knife.
Be careful.
Yeah, don't
It's
kill
sharp.
yourself.
Or
It might
do.
not be. It's a utility knife. I use it.
Careful. It's
Oh,
Yeah,
but no,
I've seen people kill themselves though. All the
Use it
time.
like a
Crossbow
saw.
specifically. I agree.
Yeah.
It's
all the time.
it's abused. So
Welcome. How's everyone
I
doing?
have stripped wire with that knife.
Doing good. Doing
Yeah, pretty good day so far.
good. I've decided to sit on this side of the room because I'm tired of being in
We'll
everyone's
find
way.
some room real
Oh,
quick.
shit. Sorry. You're tired of
Everyone's
it?
gonna start
tired.
moving. We got
tired of
that
you
done
being
with the
tired.
recap
I'm tired of
and
being tired,
We're wrapping up
tired,
the stuff.
tired.
Whoa,
I'm
it's
tired of
tired,
tired.
tired.
Really? You didn't want to come?
Yes.
Whoa!
everything.
He did it.
I'll move out the way real quick. That way you guys.
Why would
can
I want to come? It's only like the best day of
Get
the
ready,
week.
get all set, and I'll just kind of put myself wherever.
Why would I want to come? It's the only escape from reality.
Yeah.
Alright, there's one of these.
Whoa!
Yeah, this is a chair.
In case you'd rather have that, I don't know which one you prefer. It's a little bit lower, but you know it's probably more
God
comfortable.
damn it!
Presumably.
That's
Fuck
what they all
me.
say.
Alright, it's alright.
What is happening? I'm not a part of the table. I'm not a part of the table.
You know, unfortunately, this is what
I
happens.
think they're gonna
Usually
move
it's
you
Christmas.
over.
I'm the one that has to deal with this. Now it's everyone else.
Hey Drake, check these out. These are Nibbles
Chris,
dice.
can you take
No, you get to keep them.
That's
There you go.
no.
We
We did something. I'm so excited to use them. I have rolled.
We did something similar for my sister when she started playing. Not July,
No anything,
my other
you know,
sister.
just
She played a.
suffer.
She's like five. You know how we're like tall. She was like 5'1".
Yeah.
So we got her like this bag of tiny dice. It was like 20 sets of tiny dice.
Yeah. Just take it.
They're just making fun of the fact that she was so
I
small.
didn't want to play the games. I didn't want to use anything.
Just like
It's a bag of holding guys.
Shit, what
You remember? Roll up a new one. Nah, except you don't.
You remember everything, right?
Come on, man.
So big brain.
The bag of dice holding.
I mean, yes. Bags of dice holding.
Bags of dice holding.
Oh! Just drops it. I like the thump. Like he's like, yeah. You guys need dice? Boom. Here's some dice.
You may need dice. You need something.
You want to see a magic trick?
Oh, you want to bring the mic over?
Some dice.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, we need it, Caleb.
Yeah, we don't need it.
So this is my character on his own. This is my character when he uses mirror image.
I got long
Conceal. That does happen.
I use the concealment
There's not much
You're
room.
still tiny. I
I need to
know.
get that guy plugged in.
I hide behind
can't
keys.
get bigger.
You're still checked up fine.
Make a little bit more for everyone.
With you being so tiny, would your stealth be like through the roof?
Nope. Still have to have proficiency in that shit.
You would
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, they don't get any bonuses to stealth or anything like that for being
Yeah,
smaller.
3.5 they got a boost to their AC as well as things
I have a
like
perk.
their
You know, it's
stealth.
sad.
Well, 3.5 still has a little bit of
I have more health than my
um,
character does.
AC increase, don't they?
Yeah, they have the AC increase. So small and tiny, they get increased AC because of their tiny size nature, basically.
Isn't it more designed for more like difference in size?
Yeah. Oh,
Like
is it
if you
different?
choose, yeah.
Oh. I
Because
thought
most of your
they got
smalls don't have that in there.
If you
Oh.
roll
But your
with
tiny
two-handed
creatures do,
weapon
because most of your,
against creature 2 sizes smaller, you have disadvantage on attacks.
yeah.
Lots of rules.
Lots of rules.
Yeah.
Lots.
Honestly,
I
not
never
enough.
played it
You
fully,
guys
but-
want to roll
Probably.
again before we get into stuff? We already did the
Roll
recap, we've already done all that kind of stuff, so we're literally
It's gonna be an
just
average
getting
day.
into some
Yeah.
9!
I rolled a 14. 13. A little better than that.
14.
I got a 10 and 11.
You said who said 14?
did.
Nice.
Next one was 19.
That means there's some
A
practical.
1.
Oh no.
All right.
Let's see how this
It's all
dice
going
goes.
The other.
down.
Oh, I got
15.
2 14s and a
No.
6.
11.
I got
That
a
became a
16
9
and
over
a
there,
13.
so.
The only problem with that is being able to actually read it.
I can't.
4.
Ooh, it's 4 day.
Do it on the table.
9.
It's a 4 day for you.
Yeah, because those ones will get
19.
lost.
2 19s.
Well, not only that, but I'm saying.
You gotta roll one more.
I want
You gotta roll one more.
accidentally at home, getting knocked off the table, and then Penny choking on it. There's a keyboard.
11. Above
Yeah.
average. Above average.
You might just leave it here. I leave my dice set here.
Yeah, probably one here too.
Yeah. I would recommend.
I rolled a nat 20!
Nice.
Nice.
I would recommend that you leave your.
That'll be my
dice
only
over
nat
there.
20 for this entire
Yeah,
session,
yeah.
So
probably.
that way it doesn't get lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're tiny. They're very tiny.
Recommended you just leave them up on the.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave him in a little.
Yeah.
Case.
Yeah, the case
Those
is
are very
over
tiny
there.
and hilarious, but they will easily get.
That's what
Oh,
I
without a doubt.
The tower of
Okay.
Yeah, those fit your character.
Yes, I do.
They're great.
So for right now, I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
gonna
what I
kind
I
of do
buy some
this.
normal die, but
I'll be right over here now. So see me right.
I just want to roll with these
I'm
ones.
gonna keep my ass in the air.
Do it.
So yeah, I'm envisioning this as a little matter sky. This staff is a staff.
Bro,
2, 4, 6.
You sus, man.
You're right there.
I ain't sus. You sus, man. Don't call me sus.
Yeah, I'm right
Sussy,
here.
bro.
All right, cool. I told you. Like I'm standing up, so I've got the shot of the DM's area, and you're right there. Okay, you're good. Okay. Yeah, don't say that shit. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get right into it.
Don't say that shit.
We're not gonna do any like of these
Picky
big
man.
intros. Essentially, we're just gonna say
Damn it.
that the screen
What's up?
essentially
No,
turns
okay,
into
you
the
actually
next
didn't notice
day.
it. Big on.
The
thought
next
it did.
morning.
Yeah, there you go.
As
You were paying
guys
attention
are
for so
essentially
long.
have slowly but surely one at a time, or if you're traveling in duos or trios, however you guys are traveling, into the tavern, and you guys are there.
I am
At the
not
tavern.
at the tavern.
At what tavern?
Hey,
Yep.
The inn?
What inn?
the end. The normal.
The one.
It's
The one
called
one.
the inn.
I don't.
I'm in my house.
Is it the robot one or
Okay,
is it the
not
Chevy one?
mine. Cool. That's all I need
watering
to know.
hole.
Wanting home?
That is not
Which
mine.
one's the watering hole?
Watering hole is
Robots.
the
The
robot.
Giovanni one.
Because are we
Yeah.
in Everhold? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, we're at Everhold.
We took an express lane.
Yeah, they pulled it there. So,
Yeah.
who's
Oh,
up there?
here's a quick question.
I am not.
Since
I'm always with PJ, no matter what.
since Giovanni was trying to talk to all the party members, would he still want to talk to these two?
Okay.
Would you want to go through that? I don't know, because that was kind of a long thing.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
We'll say that you had a conversation with them. You can tell them what you told them. Maybe somewhere during break or something.
Okay. Because Giovanni was very much like, you have children of the Sky Orphans traveling with you, especially two very important ones to him.
We're gonna
Not,
figure that out.
no offense, but Kaladin going on a rampage because this kid's dying is slightly less terrifying to him than Sogrim.
No.
Slightly more terrifying.
Yeah.
Alright.
So,
Paladin will do
Fair enough.
The only difference is that
Sogrim's kind of wolfing out at the moment.
Yeah.
so PJ.
He worries more about his decision making.
Fair enough.
PJ and Nibbles aren't there. You're not there at the moment?
Yeah,
So
I'm
you're
not there at the moment.
Okay.
I'm not
Kaladin
there.
might start a war.
You're not there?
Sogrim might kill a few people.
Alright, so
yeah,
everyone
he's
else
out
will be
of
at the tavern. We'll just do those scenes then real quick.
Unless, like we said, like we were meeting at that tavern.
I mean,
I think we actually did say, like,
yeah,
fine, we'll be
they-
back here in the
they
morning.
did
Oh,
say-
if we
yeah,
said that, then I would meet them back there in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dominico's still gonna run a little late.
If we've got things to do, we can still put those scenes out.
Yeah, I was planning on doing my things, like, after our little team meeting anyway, so.
Question: does the sword talk audibly or only telepathically?
Okay.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Hey
Just-
everyone!
Yeah, just
Yo, what the fuck? Who's that? We got a spy!
I mean,
because some of us might shoot the sword.
It's talking, okay? That's not natural. Alright?
It's gonna die. 'cause it has a heart.
Yep. It's got a soul in there. Fucking no, it has to die.
Oh shit, you
Somebody
guys.
call doctor! I can see it happening.
Fucking abomination.
Not for the sake of this, I'll just say I'm running.
All the weird
Are you
shit
ready?
you've seen in this.
I'll just say I'm running late.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, you're
Okay.
good. That's what I
Yeah,
was
we'll do.
assuming.
Yeah, we'll just do the thing
You
after.
guys are going to, you guys
Yeah.
are
We'll
going
do
to
the
come
team
over,
meeting
but if you're
too.
doing something beforehand, I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's gonna take too long.
Real quick, a notes from last session. I never wrote down the Dragon Horde stuff. Do you still have that stuff? Because it was a Mariner's armor set that was, I think, scale mail.
It was
+1 scale mail or something, Mariner's armor, and then something else, and
There's
then
half plate and full plate. Full plate, I think, was
no, it was
mithril.
half plate, scale mail, all both mithril. There was half plate and scale.
I remember
mail,
that we
mithril.
talked about those plate because I compared it to Kaladin's. Because Kaladin also wore mithril plate.
well, we might compare it because it was half plate.
Well, I know for sure that we had mentioned
There
there's
was-
full plate.
Oh yeah, there.
Because that's what I focused on.
Yeah,
most
it was
of
half
that.
plate, it was the Mayor's honor, I know that was there, and I believe scale mail as well, but they were all mithril. Those were the three things.
But none of us were meeting.
And I don't remember how much
armor, so.
gold
I
it was.
was mithril.
I know it was a lot,
Oh yeah.
but I think it was it 40?
I think you can too.
I believe it was in the 40,000 range.
Oh, light armor only.
Let's just say
I think me
40,000.
and him are the only ones that.
For the
Simplicity's
of,
sake,
like,
I'll do that math and
because
get
I read
everyone.
them,
And
It's all
It's
good.
mithril.
I
so
forgot
weight-
to.
So the weight doesn't
So-
matter.
okay, perfect.
Actually, I don't
Because
wear
I-
any armor.
Because we were
Yeah,
we had
like
so
you
much
have
other
your
stuff
other
happening at the end of the
The half
session
plate
that it was
doesn't
like
matter.
not the
It's
focus.
really just a full
I
plate. If
totally
you wanted, you
understand.
can have it.
It
I'm
is
fine with
not
just
that-
white
it's
stuff
not
together.
as important.
You
So
probably
all
have to
those
get
little minor
modified or
things
something.
you guys
yeah, I
wanna
have to get
do,
modified
we'll
as
do
well as
after
like
this
again, I
meeting.
have
But
to
this
get
meeting is
my
very,
flying.
so I wanna make sure that this is done.
Oh, do
immediately.
you not get
Yeah.
flying?
Oh, that makes it easy.
Before everyone
4,000
goes on
to
about
everyone.
the normal
How much is
antics, we're
4,000,
planning on doing an emergency group meeting for the newly named
I have gold now. Yeah, if you have 4,000 gold,
initiative. What is
or
it
you
called?
if you want to make it
No,
lighter on you,
that's-
400 plat.
Adaptive, the adaptive. The new coined name of the group, the adaptive. Have an
Yeah,
emergency
being
meeting to
adaptive
try to
is
figure out
ridiculous.
what they're planning on fucking doing now. After all the events that happened within Everhold. Y'all are at a table, go ahead and talk. I'm gonna leave that all.
How much plat would that be?
400.
400.
It's on the
It's
Just
all
take a
intent.
zero off.
Yeah.
denomination.
Money!
Domination.
Now I no longer have to rely on PJ
Yeah.
as a coin purse.
So, what exactly is everyone's mindset? Because yesterday everyone wanted to do like 17 different things, and we cannot do 17 different things.
I'd like to get out of town fast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We should head for the clifflands.
We gotta craft that stone into a dagger that Sir
How
Dahl
fast
currently
is
is holding on
fast?
to.
I
2 days.
would
How?
personally like to wait a few days, maybe 3 if we can swing that. There's a few things I want to try to take care of before we just leave this town that is my home.
Yeah, I understand, but things are going to start happening around here very quickly, and we do not want to be caught in the middle of it.
You guys already told me the forbidden trees are already starting to die. So, if that's gonna mean that threats are on the horizon already, we're,
3 days max.
Well, personally, from what I understand, the main threat that forbidden spell protected the city from is not exactly able to attack us or affect us.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you know the legend around Jade Fist, correct? Because we had talked about making it basically like a King Arthur like myth when we initially started
It's
it.
just a myth, and
Yeah.
it's not even a popular one because everyone wants to believe that he's alive.
Yeah.
So they prefer not to even mention that.
The idea behind that is just that Jade Fist essentially gave his life to protect us from that demon lord the Sky Orphans tangled with a few times.
I mean, there's more than one demon lord if we're talking demon lords.
The main one that they had issue. There are others, yeah, and they're more of a threat now than they were. But this city does have many other defenses. I think we can spare 3 days.
All right.
Nothing more than that.
My issue is if there's threats on the horizon, and if they can start coming in, not just in the city, but around the city and start destroying the lands around, getting out of this region is going to be a lot harder.
You said yourself there's escape tunnels.
Yeah, but they don't lead all the way out to the Sunlands or the coastlands. They lead out of town.
We're pretty
or through the
stealthy
mountains
group.
a little bit. That's true.
I think that personally, I believe that we could slip past them. Most of us are pretty good at us. Those that aren't, the rest of us can help kind of make up for that.
Well, depends on how
Hopefully.
strong the things we're trying to sneak past are too.
That's true, but if they're that strong, then we're probably fucked anyways.
Well, I mean, if we get out before they even
I
get
know
here.
that this would be basically a target point for major playing forces, but they're not going to just stop here. They're
No.
just going to keep going and going and going until they meet some kind of resistance. And
Well, I mean, this city will be the resistance.
that's
It's
what
just
I'm saying. If
they get past this place, there ain't no stopping them.
that's why I'm saying, I don't know exactly why leaving this place necessarily is quote unquote the best thing, because all that's going to happen is if this place cracks anyways, what happens then?
To be honest, I think the reason that has been suggested by Giovanni, probably the smartest man on the continent, I believe that the reason he suggested it is, I think he wants me and Nova out of the picture. That's what I think, because...
So, the smartest man made a decision based on emotions versus logic.
No, this is a lot. He doesn't want my father... If we die, my father will probably go off the handle.
He is not an emotional creature.
Yeah.
I don't think he actually literally has any.
Well...
He made the decision not for his own sake, but to keep Kaladin in check. Literally, it is not for his own emotions. He wouldn't care if they died if we're being real, he wouldn't care. But he does it to keep Kaladin in check.
And I think Blaze...
Because he
being
fears...
around the
based
people,
off how he phrased it.
Yeah, and Blaze is going to try to clear that up if he can. No, it's not an emotional thing. It's more so to keep my father focused on the task at hand, I think.
So, instead of being in a place where he could try to defend you, he's going to send you off to a place where he can't.
Out of the immediate threat area. Because think of Everhold as like the crown fucking jewel. of the treasure. That's the main focus, I think. Or at least that's why I think Giovanni thinks.
Well, how about we...
Who knows what?
And outside of that, where we're going is the place that we would need to go to get this Titan or craft it into a weapon. We have some level of contact or awareness of who we're going to go see.
And we're really selling on this part.
Number.
Wow.
Yep, I keep like that. But anyways,
that's how you sell Pazuzu.
So we're just going to run and do this thing because of a vision that we all shared.
Okay, so just as a question, what benefit do you think it would be to stay here? Or do you have to consistently fight? Probably.
I'm seeing is like, if this is the best place to put it in like a defense, this is the most defensible place. Wouldn't it make sense to defend the place versus, oh, we're just gonna just leave it high and dry?
So
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you how my mentality goes, but I'm not about to hear and defend uptown people. I'm not gonna sit here and defend
uptown people.
I mean, yeah.
Because the uptown people will be fine. They're the ones that are gonna make it the longest.
Around this point is whenever Domenico would kind of slip into the room as quietly as he can, and the outfit that he went to go get before meeting y'all.
I don't know.
Same. I didn't see shit.
Look, my father, I know there's an idea that he's only going to protect the uptown, but he won't. He will.
It's not that.
He's worried because, God, what's the term we use for downslide? Because downsliders are probably going to be not necessarily ignored, but their areas aren't as defensible.
Yes, that's what I mean. I don't think it's in a place where they're not going to care. I really honestly think this is one of the cases where they are going to try their best, but there's only so much they can do. If an attack is like on the immediate horizon, it's tough because all of this is just all circumstantial. Because who knows when this might happen? It may not happen for another few years. Who knows?
Yeah.
My thing is if it does happen and we're not out, are we gonna piss off Giovanni? Because
he feels about his anger.
I don't think Giovanni may be dissatisfied. I don't think he'd be angry the way.
And we can trust the fucking vision thing?
No.
But
any better ideas on doing
Giovanni did vouch for
that's why we're here, just talking. So now I'm just gauging the room.
I think actually
I don't have that many ideas myself. I'm trying to figure out from everyone else and seeing whatever game plan we can make.
I think he also
let's
spoke
follow
to
the
Serval
vision.
about
Let's just go do this.
Wait, okay.
To be, I don't know what Giovanni talked with you guys about, but Giovanni did say from his studies and stuff and what he knows of the Fae, that Fae in particular could be trusted, or at least trusted more so than some Fae.
Yeah.
So, from what I understand, that Fae got her domain taken from her, voted out of her domain, because she didn't want to go the usual chaotic route of most Archfey.
Yeah. She wanted what was better for her, the people of her
domain.
Or so it's stated.
Or so
Who
it's
knows
stated.
what's actually true?
Yeah, but if anybody would know, I legitimately do think it was Giovanni.
I believe Giovanni got information. He then told information, but who knows how accurate that information is.
I mean, but it is Giovanni. He would probably sit there and make sure that...
Okay, he's not like some all fucking knowing, impotent like fucking god. He's a fucking person.
He's a very intellectual person.
He's actually not the person.
Well, he was.
As a different actors, I think what we were saying is kind of relevant.
Yes.
So we're gonna.
That's what I've been
I just want to put. I know your character's not going to understand this,
Once we're on the
but I just want to show you
what
this.
the best decision is as a group, we can move
Should
forward
note
from
he
here,
can
but
add a
we're not
D4 to
there
this.
Like I know, but like again, it's just
There's a reason why I say he's going to back up
The-
all
I know.
information
The history
to see
check.
if it's true.
I know.
23 plus the D4
But again,
plus the
history
D20.
is literally just like, okay, what is
What
like
is
written
known?
on like the textbook?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who knows what the textbook actually
those
has like
textbooks
had
have
as
been
truth?
misinterpreted
Who knows what has
or
been like
propaganda.
exactly?
Yeah.
Books anyway.
And I as a player like understand that.
Yeah.
But and Blaze's by this is the fucking genius that basically
I know.
built
My
this
character
city.
just like
That's exactly how Dom's looking at it. Too.
Yeah.
Like,
my character does not look at people like they're gods.
I wouldn't say Don Ligo would look at Giovanni like a god. Just the most intelligent person that he knows.
I think Blaze honestly does look at the orphans as not gods, but like almost as demigod status.
Pretty much, yeah.
I just
Like,
go out. We
Blaze
have
does
to
have a kind
rationalize
of somewhat
for
inflated opinion,
ourselves
except for his dad. His dad was a little more.
and think
he
for
talked
ourselves
shit.
at this point. I agree with you, Julio, that in some senses that yes, this place might be the most fortifiable and defensible city, but it's a thing of defending can only last so long. If
I
you do not
agree with
take
that.
the
I
assault-
just again I want to lay down what
Yes.
our options are.
And that's why I'm listening to you. But
Appreciate
if we do not take the assault to wherever the source is, the source will constantly be able to reproduce and continue sending the waves. Yeah, yes, we can defend for years. We can send for 1 trillion years, but if we never attack.
I think it's
all
also.
I'm trying to gain is we gather these Titan orbs, then what? That's the basis of where I'm going.
I just kind of want one just because it makes mine stronger.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie.
They do.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's actually kind of badass. That's the coolest magic item I think I've ever
I think that they
seen.
could be. The main thing is that if these don't get collected, that is one less weapon that we could use to fight Cthulhu.
I think of it as if someone else collects them, then they have the power that we will have instead. If we know this information, who knows else who she's telling this to as well? If she wants to go around telling the whole fucking world, if she's possibly can, I don't know how she got into contact with us to begin with. So the fact that she was able to reach our minds and try to sway the team in her favor, she could be doing the same thing to a group of idiots who will do the same exact thing that you want to do. No, I'm saying
And
you
are
are a group of
actually
idiots.
pretty intellectual.
Yeah, there's protection of
Not only
I
that,
know
but
that.
she may not be the only one that knows this information.
Exactly.
Okay. As long as we know why we're doing it, that's fine. Because from how it seemed like, it's like, oh, we just got to get out of here.
I
Maybe-
totally am on the same boat with you. I'm totally right there with you. I'm glad that we have that little bit, because these little pieces that we haven't squashed yet, like, we're squashing them pretty quickly. Y'all are pretty smart, so we're getting to a good point here.
How many of the cores are we supposed to collect?
There's 10.
There's eight.
Eight, that's right.
We're dealing with a lot of There's 10 players.
Yeah, that's
You got
what. That's
four-
what.
4,000
switched my
right now.
mind.
That's the most
So I
I've
just
ever made
go,
on anything.
I know.
So
but
since this is the case,
this is also a good point where it's
should
like
we then
gold might not be the
look
best thing right
at
now. It's also a
possibly
position
maybe
of like political
the
power.
mappings that they have of the underground layer,
Gaining influences.
so we can possibly
gain
see
a
if
lot
there
of
are any
influences
threats
with these
there, and
ones.
if it's a
Stick with
possible
them.
easier traversal than going overland at this point.
Mm.
Because overland we are more susceptible. At least we would know if there's any threats right now on the ground.
Giovanni's train can lead to the edge of, one of the trains do lead to the edge of the Riverlands. Doesn't go any further than that, but there is a train system that does go underground at some point after that.
And we
just
have
have to catch 2 trains.
great luck with trains.
Yeah.
I mean, the run back to Everhold wasn't bad.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody almost died on them.
Alright,
I
we're
did
getting
terrify
into
a priest,
little
but-
bits of things. We need to make sure this is squashed and settled. We finally know why
Not
we're
on
doing
purpose,
it.
I was just
So
covered in
are
blood
we
and got
doing it
freaked out.
because of the fact that we don't want anyone else to have them, because they're so powerful?
That is why I'm doing it. I don't know about the rest of the group, but
I
that is
just
my
go wherever you
thought.
go, PJ.
Thank you.
It seems like certain
He was napping through most of
certain
that.
people are gonna be able to
Mentally,
attend
actually
to
kind of
it,
lost a
so-
little bit of what's going on. He goes back to sleep. He's just taking it out.
As far as
Longer.
protecting the city, I like that. It's just I don't know how much we could do. We could do something, but there's already a lot of defenses in place. I think our abilities would be better used finding a possible weapon or a possible aid against another impending threat, so the Sky Elfers don't have to worry about that one.
That kind of goes back to PJ's point of, you know, you can only defend for so long, plus we're only 8 people, and from the information that I'm gathering, and thinking about, I don't know how much difference the 8 of us can make against armies.
Yeah, I think we would just get in the way.
You might.
I mean, I don't necessarily think we would get in the way, but I don't know that we would do all that much to slow or make any real difference against armies.
Oh.
You'd probably take you as an officer.
Yeah.
And not only that,
If we did not have an opportunity to destroy the source, then I would be all up for staying to defend something that is so easily defensible. But somebody's got to go after the source of all of this.
And
Potential source, I should say.
Right
we
now,
don't know for sure if it is the source of what's coming or not.
And let's say we do get these items. Do we actually have to keep them for ourselves, or do we sell them to Giovanni?
Why would we sell them?
Because we can make money off of it.
Why don't we do a bit
A
of both?
lot of that
You don't
would
need to be selling
depend.
to
Well, we
That
probably
goes
want to
against
keep them
their
as a
initiative.
group, maybe shy one.
That idea would be very much against their own nature.
My thought is, if I can't have it personally, if it's gonna be divvied up to the group anyways, I don't really care.
Yeah.
That is a very scary thought.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be holding
I
them
don't
all
wanna think
in
about
order
that.
for yours to get more powerful.
My character does have a tendency to be like,
we
I
can
want
do-
to hoard things even if they're not useful to me.
We
But
can
if I'm
find a way
not
to
like,
seal
if people are like, hey,
these
this could be
things
used for
away.
someone else, I won't
Artifacts are
stop and
very
go,
hard to
no.
destroy.
Right.
I'll go, yeah, whatever.
What if we had a bag of holding and kept them in
I
their
don't.
respective?
That sounds fun.
No, I'm just saying.
Mainly
because
because trying to
they're all
hoard shiny things
different
draws attention to me, and
planes,
I don't like that.
Like an interdimensional existence.
That's
If he
Would
hoarded
they be
every
able to
shiny thing he
interact
found,
with each other
he
through
should come back.
that kind of
So-
space?
It could be worse.
I'd like
I don't
to
even know.
make a
I mean,
suggestion of action then.
Artifacts being put in bag of holding.
Just wait 3 days. We
I wouldn't
can
want
take care of
those.
any business we have here. Meet back up, and then that'll be final vote. Do we go to the Clifflands or not? Just keep on board with.
I think
I'm on board going.
I think we're all on board
Yes.
going. It's
Okay.
just the fact that when are we going? Because
Alright.
I think the only thing Julio was trying to figure out is what is our purpose, what is our drive.
Yeah.
And I think we've all kind of settled on what our purpose is at this point.
Do you
Okay.
think you could say all your goodbyes in one day?
I can.
I mean,
I
maybe
think-
it depends on a couple things I'm trying to do. I'll try to get it done as quick as I can.
Alright, we'll go max 3 days. If you can't get it done there, we're
Yes,
leaving.
Yes.
I'll agree with that.
I would agree on that. But the sooner the better.
At the end of the day, I have no goodbyes I need to make. Julio can send my regards to where
So
he
you're
needs,
fine.
where they are needed, and that's all I got. I have no reason to stay in this town.
Everybody in agreement on that?
Aye,
Pretty good?
Okay.
This place is gonna be a hot spot. I don't want to be here.
I mean, probably the most I'd have to say goodbye to anybody is probably Giovanni and maybe, shit, I don't even know. Maddie's gone.
Julio, would you be okay with meeting me somewhere in, say, 3 hours?
Okay. What spot?
What I go to Undercity.
Oh,
What's a spot that's good for you there?
Jungle Oak. Jungle Oak's fun.
Alright. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
So you are aware, I already told Lear this, but I'm not going there as myself. I'll talk to you more about it then, but I'll be going as a personality, I guess, another persona known as Bishop. I've started to set up.
Totally not.
Yeah, that's what Blaze is doing.
Yeah.
And that was
Just
PJ.
beware.
That was PJ laughing.
It is kind of funny.
Yeah, sure.
I would think that
I'll meet you there in a few hours then.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Julio.
of
course.
Also tell them that we're going to be keeping it in the national claim for the development.
You would hear that. But you would attempt to communicate with him and hope that somehow, by your mental connection, that you would reach to him. Essentially, you're not going to.
No, I know.
Gotcha.
Still gonna try.
Gotcha. Okay, so we're gonna go in pieces at this point.
Yeah.
Right now, we're looking at a day, maybe 3. So, I know that there's a couple things you guys want to do. We're gonna go ahead and I know you and Julio are going to the Undercity.
In 3 hours. I'm trying to
3
do a couple
hours?
things
I'm
prior
already
to
going
that.
over there.
Okay, he's already heading over there because he's got business he has to take care of. PJ, what do you do? I want to get everybody's idea of what they're planning on doing at the moment. We're going to go piece by piece to determine what's next.
I'm gonna find a tattoo parlor.
You're going to go to the Undercity then.
Right.
And you're going with PJ? All the
Yeah,
time?
I'm spending the day with PJs.
Yeah.
I got a little mouse getting a tattoo too.
I mean, he might.
You guys shave a little bit of the hair off.
He is not. He is
I
gonna
didn't
watch
see
it
that till
happen.
just now.
PJ and decide it's not for him.
The moment Maddie
Sorry,
started
I'm
to
a furry
fade,
creature. You
that
can't
would be
even
the
see
moment
a
he'd have
tattoo
reached
on
out.
me.
Nova
Because that point in
personally is
time, I'm
probably
assuming
going to be looking to plan this entire
the
trip out,
ramifications
get
they
some
would pull
communications
together.
out,
Yeah.
get the trains ready essentially. So she's going to be
But he
spending
wouldn't be
her that
requesting
entire
aid.
day
Yeah.
It would be
getting
just
some
an
hookups
information
around the,
if you
around
wish
the
to
area,
come.
around the,
Yeah.
Yeah, it would
Using
have been
her-
the moment she
the
started to
ability
fade,
to get
hoping that
people-
you might have a chance to see her back.
or know people.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
If
She had
it's
mentioned that.
possible for Nibbles to do this since they're going down to the
He
tattoo
would
parlor.
realize how
Yeah.
in the
great
inner
a
city,
would be, and
like-
he would need a
Nibbles would ask PJ like,
Hey PJ, can you give me some tips on my magic
wielding, like just like how to like with holding his staff better and
Mhm.
stuff. Because
Gotcha.
that's he was still saying to PJ for a reason he's still trying to figure out.
Yeah,
Even
like
holding
little,
the
little
So he
Mr.
looks at
Krabs
her
along
more
the
like
way.
a teacher, just from
Yeah, gotcha.
I got you, man.
yeah.
Would
He's been
Nova
facilitating
mention
his
that?
staff the entire time.
At first, and when he makes a mistake, he actually
Nova's
kind of like
not
thinks he's gonna
necessarily
get
like
hit
an
by a stick
avid
when PJ doesn't
traveler
hit
of
him. He's like,
But she's traveled enough around the area that she has hookups around the entire time.
Yeah.
but I'm just
More
following
so,
her.
when
I'm
she had
always
mentioned the
with her, so
communications
wherever
part,
she
'cause that's
goes-
also what Blaze is trying to do in the
Yeah, she
immediate.
would have done that.
Every time.
So Blaze would
every
probably
time
go
she
up there and say, hey,
raises her
actually,
hand and do anything,
looking at doing a little bit of the communication side myself. I'm going over to Light Swords to see if I can't pick up a couple things.
yeah.
Oh, what are you looking
People
to
just think
get?
I'm her pet now.
I'm trying to get a few pairs of sending stones,
Parasailing stones?
so we can get information back and forth if needed to a couple of key people for us.
Sure. I'm cool with that. There's a couple of people that I could use that stuff with. Depends on how many sending stones I got because
Yeah.
Lord knows what Mighty's gonna be doing. in building.
If I can, I'm trying to get 3 pairs. There's
Alright.
3 people in particular I'm seeing if I can't give some stones to.
Alright. That's fine. I don't need to send in stones. I got my people that I can help. I'm just trying to make sure the
Okay.
train portion's done. That way when we leave, we're leaving. Okay?
Yeah. You know, I do that letter thing.
The thing that you're talking about, the Chevy thing?
Yeah, the thing he used to
No,
do. No,
I'm not one of them.
that'd be interesting. That's one. It'd be interesting to learn how to do
And
that.
if you want to see what you can do, you can, but I doubt they're going to give you anything.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've tried in the past.
May ask around a bit about that.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
Okay. I'm going to Light Sword. I don't know if that's where you're going. Then.
Well, I'm not necessarily going there.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna head there. I just want to see what you're planning then.
I appreciate it. She won't.
I go towards Light Swords.
You're going to Westwood. What are you doing?
This is more for, I think this is what he might be thinking.
That's what I thought too, but I think he's thinking something else. We'll find. But thank you for having that up there because I might need.
I'm just gonna be kinda hanging out in the city.
Yeah, I understand you guys got really nothing to do, and I get you. So both you and Lear are kind of doing your own things. I would imagine, just kind of waiting the time out until you guys are heading out.
Yeah.
Ren, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go see about to go to the training grounds, train.
Mm-hmm.
spar with some soldiers and such, just to let out some pent up anger.
And frustration?
Yeah.
Okay, we can say that you're doing that for a good bit. There's plenty of people who would love to do that with you. And then lastly, I know, actually you're just gonna be doing that pretty much the entire time?
No, I was gonna go talk to Giovanni about
Would you have been like
and then go to the
working with tactic stuff with some of the people there?
requisition I have with him.
You would know that Giovanni is unable to be
Just
talked to.
straight one.
He is so busy that he is not letting anybody into his quarters. It's a day that he is taking to himself.
He has cast haste on himself.
He
no one can
has
see
a lot of
him.
work to do.
He is
No one
he is
can
he is
see him.
tireless and haste cast on him. He's moving at 3 times speed times 2, so he's moving at 6 times normal speed.
He's the blue
So
blood.
you and
Blaze.
Blaze are headed towards Light Swords. But we're gonna handle the scene in jungles first. We're gonna go to the jungle oak.
I can't even remember the requisition I had with the Lizard. I knew it was something about like a magical source that I could use to channel magic.
Okay, so you're going to the jungle. You're at the jungle oak. I have a feeling I know what you're doing, but I'm gonna let you. We'll find out what you did.
Obviously going to debrief Jungle and what happened.
Okay.
So I'm gonna talk to him.
All right. We head to the normal area. You knock.
Yep.
All right. Come on in.
Hey, Jungle, just got back in. Job's done. She's no longer a threat.
Good.
But things are definitely world's changing. World's definitely changing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you've already know about the death of one of the Sky Orphans,
Yeah, noise has been pretty loud down
as well as the fact that one of the best laid defenses of this city and also parts of the other realm is dissipating.
there.
Because of this, I've made a decision to go with the group I was with before in order to collect resources in order to potentially fight back whatever's coming over here.
Good.
I just want to say thank you for everything. We're probably leaving in 3 days' time, maybe sooner than that, depending on how quickly everything else gets done. Hopefully things don't go too far south. I pray things don't.
We haven't told you this at all, but we got an area in the cliff lands, real high up there. We can, if things get too terrible, we're gonna find our way out the city.
Okay.
Family's family. So I'll lay out the coordinations for you. It's in a place called, I'm trying to remember. I pulled up the map for a fucking reason. Then I didn't even look at it. There it is. It's in Boulder Fall. A place that's kind of similar to this, but not really.
Gotcha.
A place where we can kind of lay low. But that's if things get bad. So you know where to find your family when you need it.
Gotcha. Well, I gotta wait here for a spell because I have a buddy of mine. We're meeting here for a second. So I'll let you get back to it, Junga. I'm just gonna go get myself something to drink.
Gotcha. I had curiosity before you go.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck was up with her? I didn't get any information on why she even came back at all.
Probably some greater power turned her into some undead, but still had parts of her memory as well as like soul intact. So it's something deeper is going on, but I don't have a lot more information than that.
Gotcha. Thank you. Always the most loyal member here in the jungle.
And with that, I will take my leave to sit down in the bar and wait for Bishop.
A couple hours pass, and then he would arrive. But before he arrives, he's currently in Louis Lightsword Enterprises area, where both you and as you got done talking with Nova, you kind of like see Dominico walking over. So you guys just walk.
How you doing, Dom?
Tired. Again, I'm always tired.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we got the shit kicked out of us. Jumped on a train to see
Thank you.
a dead relative. So I understand where you're coming from.
At this point, I think I'm cursed.
Hurt?
Cursed.
Curse? Welcome to the DeVille Green Line.
Oh god, that
See, my first time was whenever I got struck down by a fucking lightning bolt out the gate.
Yeah, yeah, I was there for that one. That was fun. We should probably expect that to happen more often than not, honestly. It's never, see, that's the thing. Cowden, he told a lot of stories. When he's talking about the other orphans, he did always kind of tell them almost like legends and fairy tales, but when he talked about things he was doing himself, he was always very factual on them, and he described the realities of adventuring. So I don't think I've ever been delusioned that's the fact that we are going to suffer on this path. That is going to happen. There's no way around it with this line of work and this life that we've chosen.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of how Sovereign would do it. He'd come and he'd visit me, telling me all the stories about what the fuck they did and how they almost died. A lot of details.
Yep.
Didn't leave anything out.
Don't think that they're the best parents, but they did prepare us in a way.
Yeah. Now I gotta worry about him killing people. That's fun.
Yeah. Same. Possibly. Anyways, let's go in the store.
Yeah, let's do that.
Dang. New Minotaur is currently still working on experiments. You can see him currently
Mighty.
the fire
That's right.
experimentation. His normal little get up that he's doing. He didn't even recognize that the bell was going off, and then eventually he kind of just turns around and goes,
Mighty, how you doing?
"Yeah, I'm alright.
Huh?
A little teeth that this place is starting to get a little. I don't know how I'm doing yet.
You
How
picked
are
an interesting place for your shop, huh?
It was supposed to be the most fortified place here, but I don't know if that's going to be the case anymore. A lot of things I got to think about.
Probably
Either way,
still the most fortified on the continent. So don't worry too hard. You got, well, what's left of the orphans to be here and protect you, as well as a massive fucking army, as well as many other defenses. So, you're probably still in the best place.
You do look a little tired though.
I look tired? The fuck that happened to me? I'm good. I got plenty of rest. Am I getting old?
No,
What's that coming for?
no, you still look strong, Mighty. You still look healthy and strong.
Thank you.
Now, Mighty, I did want to talk to you about a couple things.
Oh boy.
One, we are going to go visit a friend of yours, another Lightsword Enterprises member, the one, the Clifflands that specializes in firearms.
Name drop.
Is the name Giovanni gave? Yes, it is. Not so great a friend, I guess.
I mean, we may be a part of the same divisions and stuff, but it's like a friendly competition.
I understand.
Do you get that? It's like I still want to be the best stork, but he still always outdoes me in every fashion.
Oh, that can't be. Those rings you provided my friends were magnificent.
Weapons. People are more fascinated.
They are more flashy, sure, but what your rings, the abilities they give, are very helpful in battle. And those cloaks you provided, they straight up saved my friend's life.
What use are weapons whenever you're not alive to use them?
Exactly.
Got a point. I like the way your boy's mind works.
So we are going to for his specialty. We are going to see if he can't craft something for us. I was wondering if you could maybe send a message along if possible, just so that he is expecting us. Now, I did have another request. I wanted to see, would you by chance have 3 pairs of sending stones?
Yeah.
How much would those be per pair?
Depends on how many. You said 3 pairs?
Yes.
Require 6 stones. Louis has plenty of those. He provided a lot. So, given the quandary and the amount that you can easily get, probably 50 gold per rock. So 50, 100.
300?
300 gold pieces.
Very well. I pull out 30 plat and put it down.
1,000.
Absolutely. Love business around. He slowly grabs it and then he puts a bag, a little brown bag with some stones in it. The ones that are attached together are the ones that will communicate.
All right. I pull out a pair, separate them, and hand one back to him.
Oh.
Now, I'm going to be going on a little trip, right? And I do... It's kind of a bad habit of mine, but I am a warrior. And I'm trying to leave stones with a few trusted individuals in the city on different levels so I may understand what's happening here. Right. And I asked you if anything, crazy or important should happen, that you pass word to me via this. And if I need to pass word back to get to somebody in particular or a group, that if I pass it, that you please relay the message. And I put down 5 more plat, and this would be a payment for those services.
Yeah, sure.
I appreciate it, Mighty.
I appreciate your patronage. Many compliments.
About the requisition that I had at the same time, guys. Do you have anything?
Don't say that.
It was some kind of like. It was something like
125.
But yeah, better channel my magic.
Okay, so right now you have per spell level, right? Because it's like your level. So if he were to give you said rock, it would be times your spell level. So it would give you a greater chance of getting that. So it would be, you would have to roll right now 8 instead of 4. Since you're level 4. But say you're level 10, 20, something like that. Actually, depends on how much you're willing to spend. You get a triple. If you're willing to get triple, you would have something for it. But it would cost a pretty penny. How much would it be? Probably
A literal pretty penny. If you don't have a pretty penny, you're fucked.
Because this is some
a very nice copper piece.
You would have to go
look
deep into his wealth.
See that blemish right there? Trash.
If you want to set 2,000 gold pieces,
Copper worth 10 copper.
I'll triple that.
A copper piece.
You're going to sack it?
Yeah.
Of the highest quality.
So, your normal thing
Of the
would be
year, whatever
right
would
now
be
since you're
100
level
or so
4,
years
right?
ago. What's that?
12. Roll a D100, and if it's below 12, you would get it. But that's if it's below 12. And he would hand you the stone, and he'd be like, it's 2,000 gold. I had to find draconic magic. And that's rare.
I give him 200 flat.
All right, pleasure doing business. You hold this rock on you, keep it on your person, don't lose it. Promise you. If you lose it, then the power goes away with you. It'll channel the inner beast.
Inner beast.
A lot. You'll connect with your spirit more like kind of like that.
Is there anything?
Inner mashed potatoes.
I would have to make something for you, and
Okay.
we'll work on that later.
Okay.
So don't worry.
Just so that way I can.
Just remember below 12. That's all you have to remember.
You can make a custom item in there too. We can do that during break. I can help you with that.
Yeah, we'll hook you up.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you, Mighty. I appreciate it quite a bit.
Absolutely.
And please, when you send words, send our thanks as well to Louis Lightsword for his lovely businesses around the town. Around the continent.
You're heading to Pin Drop Store.
That does look like the scenario, but if you could keep that a little more on the down low.
Yeah, I'll do what I can. But to let you know, Louis has actually been working there for a good bit.
Oh.
So he's trying to make that into the Enterprise store, so that's why I'm a little salty. Right now,
Honestly, I'm a little salty too. Not doing it in our fabulous city. I mean, I think I can't help but think that might be a bad business opportunity not doing it in your store.
well, as much as your flattery is supposed to make me feel good, it does not, my good sir.
Well, I could always try.
All right, sir. Anything else you want before I have to head back on this fire resistance everything here?
No, I honestly do think that would be quite beneficial for you, for the city, and for you. That's a very good idea. Thank you for doing that. That's very smart for you. Have a good day, Mighty. Turn around.
Have a mighty good day, Mighty.
Rolls his eyes.
I say that. Have a mighty good day, Mighty.
He rolls his eyes immediately and just goes back to his fire resistance. All right.
What town is Pindrop in? Yeah, I know he's in the Clifflands, but which town?
It would be. You would think it would be.
I would assume Quarry Crest is my assumption.
Actually, it would be Quarry Quest because really there is nothing that Quarry Quest has. Because to let you know what Quarry Quest is, it's mostly like a mining town, but they were looking to develop a while ago.
Yeah.
So Louis saw that as an opportunity to make this like they don't have anything.
Yeah.
Let's make this town good. So it would be Quarry Quest. That Lights Were in Prices.
town good again.
Okay, yeah. We did the light sword bit, and at this point, canonically, what's going on?
Before I go down, because I asked for 3 hours, I don't think it's took that full time.
Yeah, go ahead.
I am going to his shop, and you said that he's already busy, so I'm just gonna go talk to his receptionist once I see he's busy real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And
You wanna do the
you
voice?
don't see that he's busy.
You want to do the voice of the harpy?
Go for it.
well, like I don't see he's busy. Yeah, I guess.
Whatever you guys want to do. Reception.
Huh?
You would be going to the reception desk, right?
Oh yeah, they said perception. Like you want me to roll perception? I was like, what
Sorry,
for?
I said reception.
Yeah, I get it.
I didn't say it.
A reception check. See if there's a reception.
Yeah, she's just kind of like.
What's your name again?
Give me a second. I gotta give her a name.
Harpy.
She is the
I just
harpy.
called her Harpy.
Yeah, that.
Make sure
But
you just get it.
I do have a
She
name.
was okay with the name Harpy.
I think
Yeah.
we actually did give her a name at one point. Give me a
Okay.
second.
Harpino.
That would be you, because that was
Yeah.
your second, so.
Yeah, because I stole her.
Yeah,
I think we named her as a party, and then just kind of forgot about it.
I think she had a name.
She did, but
And then no
yeah,
one
for a while,
remembered it?
Everyone just called her the Harpy.
Sephrana.
Sephrana. Good morning, Sephrana. Hi, I pull out a little box and I look around for a sheet of paper and a pen on the receptionist. Can I borrow this real quick, please?
No.
Just one piece of paper.
One gold.
Okay. There you
You
go.
have to make a profit, thank you.
Thank you. I write a quick note to Giovanni, which just basically explains the setting stone so I can get in touch with the upper class, especially Giovanni in the region. So while I'm gone, you can pass information, I can pass information. And I fold that up and just attach the top of the box. This is for Giovanni. If you
What's
could,
it, bomb?
No, no bomb. It's
Okay.
magic rocks. So that I
Magic rock? Oh, magic rock, not bomb?
could- It's not bomb.
Mm.
It's
The harpy
it's
seems a little disappointed.
it's like communication.
So one boom, other boom? Okay.
I talk into it, he can hear me. He talks into it, I
so
can hear
booming
him.
voice and...
Sure.
Alright.
But no bomb. Just this is gonna be helpful to Giovanni.
Bomb helpful to Giovanni.
She has an 18 intelligence at this point.
Yeah.
I just want to clarify that.
I know she's fine.
I did stat her out.
I will examine, make sure it's safe.
I'll open it up real quick.
Get to Giovanni.
Yeah. It's just rocks. I can talk to
Just
him.
rocks.
And then gave him when he blows
Yep.
up.
Will you please take that to him?
I will please take that to him indeed.
Thank you. Okay. I'm not 100% sure this is gonna work. I'm thinking in my head, but like, hopefully I didn't just lose 100 gold. I do have one of them actually. I don't know why I say there's both rocks. There's one rock in there. I have the other one.
You said two.
No,
You did.
I did. That's because I was getting confused as a player. But now the whole reason I bought them is so that I would have
So
one.
he takes one of the rocks back.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
This is how I can talk.
now
That's-
I see.
Yeah.
How about the plan?
Yes. Okay. I leave.
Come on, do you?
There's not a conspiracy.
Okay. What now, Kaladin's son?
Bishop. I'm going to.
You understand?
Yeah, first stop home, switch into my shittier armor. I'm gonna use my disguise kit to put basically a base layer that makes me look like when I'm projecting, and then do a better version with because I know it's gonna disappear once you go into the bar.
Do me a favor, make a just a dexterity check for me. You'll find out.
Ah, fuck me.
Do you have proficiency with this guy's kid or no?
I do.
Oh.
I'm just saying dex.
18.
18?
With straight dex, yeah.
Gotcha. I'll let you know later.
Good.
Okay, so and then you're gonna meet up.
If it does have to do with disguise kit, I do have proficiency when trying to pass myself off.
Does not.
Okay.
It's going to determine whether you're not dodge a bullet later.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, he is around 10 minutes late.
Ooh.
And being late in the understudy is not a killer. But that's just noted. So he does arrive.
Gotta be 10 minutes
About
early
10
to be
minutes.
10 minutes late.
I mean,
10 minutes late.
there are some people we expect to be late.
I know. I'm not saying that he does anything about it. I'm just noting.
Have you shown me what you're going to look like?
I did give you told you I'm gonna look slightly different.
Slightly different.
It legitimately isn't like a huge change. Different clothing.
Go to find out if
It's
I
a-
really believe you.
It's a darker shade.
Yeah.
It's a darker shade of
But same
my
facial
skin.
structure?
Similar, slightly changed.
Yeah.
The paint itself though actually would have to be the same because it's a disguise kit. So it's like
Okay.
actually yeah when I'm in there it's the same. When I'm outside it's slightly different.
Okay.
With like an added scars, a couple of added scars and shit like that to draw focus away from other characteristics.
Do you have like a name tag that says like Bishop on you? Or?
No.
Yeah, totally.
We're kind of killed the point. He has a massive sign around
But
his neck. that says
I walk
Bishop.
in
that's
and I'm
me.
assuming I see
Bishop.
you at the bar or something.
Yeah, you're gonna see
waiting
me
for
just
you.
singing.
Yes.
Yep.
I just sit down at the bar next to you. Julio?
Bishop?
Yeah.
Okay. What's going on, man?
Good luck.
Hey, so
I'm just picking up the die. There's no reason for it.
so makes me worried.
Perception to see if he's real.
It makes me almost as worried as when he
25
picks up random dice and
know.
starts rolling shit.
This character is just like, what the fuck is this character doing?
Does a 25 hit?
56% chance it does.
Yeah, it does.
But anyway, sorry.
Hey, so I don't know how much Lear told you about that first meeting when you were out and about. I did pick up this book at her place, at Junga's sister's
Okay.
place, and it does describe in fairly decent detail her background and her relation to Junga. And Lear told me that you were the one between the two of you that was connected with Junga.
Because of this and my curiosity, I'm going to. Can I read it?
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Okay.
I want a meet with Junga. I want to talk with Junga in exchange for giving this book back and maybe starting up some slight beginnings of a relationship.
Gotcha. I'm going to skim the book.
It's a diary, for sure, of kind of like, general sense is like she's writing down some of her past, writing down what about the blighted one, she calls this creature the blighted one.
Okay.
She's essentially just talking about her experiences since she's been back.
Gotcha.
It also does go into detail about why things were happening the way they were with her, which I figured he might be interested in.
Yeah, he would be. Alright. I'll arrange a meeting. And I'll just basically tell him to follow me.
Alright.
I'm going to then knock on the door.
Who is it?
Julio, got a visitor. He wanted to meet you.
Alright, bring him in.
Open the door. This is Bishop. He's actually someone that came up with me to steal the problem from before.
Hey,
How you doing, Junga?
not too fucking great, but it is what it is.
To say the city, I understand that. Listen, I wanted to have a little sit down with you if you're open to that in exchange for this book I gave to Julio.
Her diary of things that happened when she got back.
I think I very much know.
It's yours. All I'm asking for is maybe the beginnings of a relationship. I'm starting to set up a name for myself. I made some connections out in, I keep forgetting it because I'm terrible with names as a player. The name of the fucking port town.
Specterwoods Harbor.
Specterwoods Harbor.
There's a lot of things to know.
I'm just bad with names. I remember details of certain things.
There's nothing wrong with that. Go ahead.
Terrible thing. Started making some connections in Specterwoods Harbor, but connections are always good.
I would say so. Maybe. I mean, you did give me something really special. Something oh so juicy. Sure, why the fuck not?
From what I did see in that, your sister was not in control of herself, per se. And she was selling some bad shit. The kind of shit you don't want out there. It's just poison. Nothing good to it. Now, I'm willing just to give you that book. It's not mine. I don't have a benefit from keeping that, holding that. All I'm looking for is, well, not necessarily trust, but something that builds towards that. Mutually beneficial terms.
Oh,
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I gotta go check my thing. 22.
Given the current situation, I don't think I got any room to not take any help. So like I said, why the fuck not?
Alright. I pull out one of those sending stones. And I put down on his desk in front of him. I'll be traveling with, I assume I'll be traveling with Julio. And I'm not family.
I know.
But I would like to be a family friend. I like Julio. I like Lear. Worked with them a few times now. So this is a way, as a sending stone, to get in touch with me and with them. Maybe pass some information back and forth. I'm curious as to what's going to be happening these coming days. Now, in addition to that, like I said, I am trying to make connections in other places. So what I'd like back is I'd like information on any underworld or criminal elements in the Clifflands. People to get in contact with there. People that might be a threat there.
Yeah, you say that and he looks over to Julio and he goes, "You sure this is your guy, right?"
Yeah, I promise.
I'll see it. I can't promise anything.
I don't need information on your operation there.
Oh no, I'm not talking about my operation. You gotta understand, my guy. There's plenty of reasons why we're still an organization to begin with, and that's called connections.
Yeah.
I can't be breaking them on a whim, but I'll see what I can get away for family.
All right. That's all. If you want anything or need anything, apart from the book and the stone, that way you can keep in touch with family.
Not at the moment. Right now, you can get the fuck out.
All right. Get up and just leave.
Give him a nice little friendly bow and go.
See you later.
See you later, Jenga. Not too bad.
Well, okay.
Reads the
No.
first page of the diary.
Dear diary, my brother's an asshole.
That would have been with disadvantage if we didn't have that book. There's not much that can really convince this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Like you said, not too bad.
I'm trying to get different levels of information going. That's the whole goal of what I've been doing today.
It's understandable. Right now, you haven't had any failures, so there's that.
Yeah.
All right, what now? What do you say?
I'll just go sit back down at the bar for a second with
Yeah.
Julio. Now, there's one other thing I'm trying to do, if possible.
To the heartbeat stays with the heartbeat.
Do you maybe have any connections or know anybody that may know somebody with Ethernet?
Intentionally.
No.
Or
Not.
anybody that has access to that fucking letter sending ability?
No, we don't. Like, my group is local. We don't need to send out like information like that.
I'm gonna have to use my other self's connections then. This is a nice bar though.
It is a nice bar.
Been in here once before.
Yeah,
but
monkey like comes up under there.
I think it's the same monkey that gave me beer before.
No, that one's different.
I give a silver for just get me a drink, please. Something light.
Proceeds to not give you shit.
Thank you. Speaking of which, last time I was in here, there were some gnolls fucking with you boys.
Oh, they're just a rowdy group. Nothing too dangerous about them necessarily. You just want to make sure they weren't going to cause any more trouble. If they did, well, it wouldn't have ended well for them.
Yeah, well, I was sitting over at that table. I was watching them too. One of them almost blew my cover. I didn't. I just came and sat down. I was actually real chill and good at that shit that day. Decent, anyways. I rolled pretty good for all the fucking checks I made.
Yeah.
Well, I'm ready to go whenever.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to take care of a couple more things, but listen, I know at least the first few weeks that we knew each other, I acted like a pretentious asshole. That's kind of how I act with people I don't know.
Understandable. That's how a lot of people do.
That's what people expect of the son of a Sky Elf, and they expect him to be some rich daddy's boy. So I put on the act till I get to know people and figure what's what. To be honest, I'm honestly a little more comfortable down here and out venturing than being in some fucking fashion room. But
No. It's like, it was like, is he actually comfortable? Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
That's your call.
He is, I know he is. I'm just ready to get this over with.
Well, listen, if you or your people down here need help, you can come talk to me. I'll help.
Appreciate
Even
it.
with some rarely more
This happens.
or morally gray.
That's his name right now.
Because I like Bishop. I don't like Priest.
Yeah.
I mean, that's funny, but that would be accurate. Go ahead.
Even with some morally gray things. I'm comfortable with that. Let me know. I'm gonna go topside and deal with some of my shit up there.
Go ahead. I'm gonna just hang here until it's time to go.
At this stage, we're probably going to be done in a day.
Yeah,
Okay.
looks like it's actually moving pretty fast.
While you're doing that, we'll get right back to
Yeah.
you. PJ, you and your little friend head to a tattoo parlor down. As you're in the dark side of town, the underslide of sorts, you find your way and navigate towards what seems to be an alleyway of sorts. As you're going towards an alleyway, there is a door with a light that's inside of it that probably would be your tattoo parlor.
PJ, this place is incredibly creepy. Why are you going down here?
It feels like home.
That, as a mouse folk, yeah, it kind of does.
See? I knew you would enjoy it.
Yeah,
I didn't know
was
you enjoyed
born
it.
in a hole in the wall.
A literal hole in the wall?
You have a tavern.
That sounds wonderful.
Not always. The
There's
noise
a cat.
was hard.
Were
to
you
deal
like
with.
inside the walls crawling around eating cheese?
My family was slightly well off. We had a nice little abode in the walls, but
You had a inside the
my
hole in
dad
the
was
wall
a
house.
traditionalist. My mom wasn't, so it was kind of hard.
You said they were shoeless?
Was one of your family members named Jerry? And was there a cat named Tom?
It could have been, bro. Tom and Jerry.
Alright, let's go.
Oh yeah, they do.
So you're going in?
There's
I'm just like,
Jerry.
Nothing can go on in here.
so what's in here? Because he doesn't know it's a tattoo parlor going in.
As you walk in, you can see what seems to be like a big orc. He has like a tank
Oh
top.
God.
He
I was
has
gonna kill me.
he has some black pants on, tattoos covered all over him. He doesn't have like a full beard, but he has like a light beard on. He's got the massive tusk. One of his eyes is completely white, while one is normal, and he's kind of just getting his paints together and getting everything situated for.
Does PJ have other tattoos, or would this be the first?
I don't think you do you? Or is it not showing?
Not visible if I do.
PJ, why are we here?
I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I think now's the time. Now's the time.
Tattoo of protection of good and evil.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing today?
No business.
Oh, what you got business? I'm here to get something a little bit. Do you have like examples of sleeves?
Sleeves?
Yeah.
I have an example on my sleeve, on my arm. You can see like details. One of it seems to be there's like an egg in the middle. He shows off like a couple of different details to kind of just show you that he can do anything.
All right. That's about what I wanted, and I finally actually for the first time could see my hand, and I pulled back my sleeve, and you see a bunch of letters and tally marks etched in with what seems to be my nails that I've just scratched myself over a long
I want you
period
to
of
know,
time.
as Nibble sees this, he is in horror of all the.
Yeah.
Would you like
Yeah.
oh
Yeah, and then I show like the underside, which is all of us in this group, and I
So wait,
have
he
the tally
clawed
marks.
those into her arm?
apparently, yeah.
Yeah, viciously.
So you want me to go over them?
Just the top.
Just the top?
Leave the new ones. I need these.
No questions. Alright, if you're doing it, get on over it.
I just sit in the corner and like watch as this whole process happens.
I mean, I'm sure she's fine with pain given the fact that she dug her nails into her skin to make that art. This is like half of that. That would have to be insanely painful.
It's just initials and then tally marks and then a bunch of different tally marks. So.
Yeah, no, the
Yeah.
tattoo's not gonna hurt if
Yeah.
that's what you're doing. If you've already done that, she's not
Exactly.
gonna hurt. So,
PJ, can I inquire something? What do those mean?
Oh. For each tally mark, it represents how many times I have watched my friends get hurt due to my inability to protect them.
He starts to cry a little bit, and then he tries to hide it. And he's, Mom.
And I undo the first button on my shirt, and you see my just dad written into it, and then above protector, and then his name, the word dad is crossed out. And
Yes.
I lost my father to some fucked up bombing at a bar. Yeah. I was supposed to be a protector, and like him, because as a Dream Elf, normally they have weird naming schemes, but we decided to go with the Tiefling variant instead. It just sounds better. So me and my dad were protectors.
I see.
And I feel like I failed. I wasn't there with him when it happened. But I would have passed too, of course.
I think though, if your dad could see you now, he'd be really proud of what you managed to achieve.
I know.
Crazy
Thank you.
shit you've been through.
Yeah. And I like, she shows you yours, where it's just nibbles. And just how many times you've, you know, went down in a fight. Which is only once, but
Once, there's,
You know,
Yeah.
it's there.
he deduces it, but he doesn't say anything.
Nico's probably
At this point,
You guys got
at this point, given
We
the
get this
fact that
one?
your tolerance for pain is pretty much
future ones
non-existent,
that you just know are gonna happen.
he's
Yeah.
done at this point. Like it takes no time. Like he goes, normally it's just gonna take a long time because people squirm, but. I'm
Yeah,
done.
he's been just talking to Nibbles like
literally
unfazed
Since-
by like.
Since this was a kind of basic, it's just 5 gold.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. And she rolls down her other sleeve.
Oh, there's more on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on for this one. There's no one important on this one that is
Oh.
alive.
Okay, you don't want me to do it then?
No, they are.
They're fine.
No, do it.
No.
Yes.
And
These are just. They weren't personal, but I saw them and I've talked to them and they've just passed. So.
that's
Yeah.
all right, done.
And then she like looks at the side of her hips as well. Like she has more along them, and then on her back. But she goes, "That's enough for now."
From now,
Yeah.
10 gold.
Pops over to 10 gold and.
Thank you. I don't know what kind of business you're up to, but if you feel like a family of friends, then I'm not good at the kind of stuff. I do tattoos, man.
All Nibbles
I
does
wasn't
is
asking.
he just comes up and he like
It just
kind of
feels sad. I was
hugs.
trying
He
to-
kind of hugs PJ, and then he kind of just goes quiet because he doesn't really know what to say. So.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he doesn't know either. That's really fucking sad.
And I just put like body wrap on the upper part of my body, and I just kind of neatly fold the shirt, and I just like fuck what I do with this, and then and I use it as a kind of like this. I tie it the
Like a comma.
no I tie the
Like a high school girl
Yeah,
tying it around their waist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a comma's like
Oh, so it's called-
waist cape.
oh yeah. I know his name, but that's what I do. I tie it around my waist and.
I'd expect to see
I
you
just think
again
high school
soon,
girl
or you
tying it around their
say
waist back in
that's
the
fine, but-
early 2000s.
If I need to touch these up,
80s college guy has a sweatshirt on his shoulders and
Yeah, I know a lot of people that headed out where.
go and play tennis.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
his daddy's cool.
If you ever encounter
The country club.
right here.
I mean, is it just one layer? I don't know. I've never gotten a tattoo before.
I can do multiple layers if you want me to. But that's that's covering what you wanted to cover.
Yeah. This is good. This is good. And it's just a bunch of black flames that kind of just spread outwards. That kind of just wrap around, and on the inside are small wisps of faces that you can barely make out that the flames covered.
Alright.
And pretty much the same thing on the other one, but this tells more of the story of kind of the beginning to the end journey for where I'm at right now, currently. As far as like development goes, like
Yeah.
I started off in a rural town in Mount Pikalaka, made my way over to Smittyville, made my way over to Luden, to the Red Seas, and here.
just gotta create a character that's a worshiper of the blood god.
No. Also, tomorrow I'll come back for it. But below my father, hands clasped with red ribbons tied around.
You sure you don't want to do that now?
You have time?
He looks around. No one else in here, man.
I don't want the ink to smudge when I'm laying down, so I will come back.
In the morning?
Yes.
I'll read you. This is my home.
Nice home.
It's not.
No, don't say that. It is.
I just did. I
No,
hate it.
I like it for you.
Well, I don't want you to.
Alright, you don't.
Okay.
Alright. Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna go.
So you have no more tally marks visible on your skin, right?
I do. Just you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're actually openly visible at this point?
At this point, yeah, because I have to, let
Let
it
it air out.
Let it air out.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay, so
Did you get that
walk
special
outside.
gel-like lotion to put on it?
And then
I'm
we're
sure
back
they have
up
it.
to
I'm sure they have it. It's probably some type of alloy that they have, like a healing alloy.
Like enough to for the trip, you got to prepare for it now.
Exactly.
So back to right now. It's just Blaze. What are you doing?
I'm going back and I'm
Yeah, it's dumb.
I'm switching back into my more normal attire, but that other attire I had is getting packed for the stuff I'm getting ready to bring on the trip. And then I'm heading towards. I did include that in some of the stuff that we've talked about, that I said, as far as like the Calvin organization, that there's certain people that Calvin would have used to help train Blaze in some of the certain areas.
Yeah.
He's trying to find some of those instructors that were in the more shady side of his shadier instructors. See if they have connections with the Ethernet.
Roll an investigation check for me.
Cool. Can I guide myself?
There's no rule that says you can't.
Can I have the default? Thank you.
There you go. For granted.
Not great. It's a 14.
Easy enough. Trying to do your research, you find out that the couple of instructors you're looking for essentially are currently out on scouting missions.
Yeah.
They're not enough.
Anybody else that might have been around Cowden, stuff that may have those connections, Madison if he's back, or whoever.
A lot of the important people are out doing very important things at the moment, since it was probably heavy missions.
Apart from Giovanni, any of the other leaders or seconds?
We got the blonde head that looks like Kaladin, if you really want to try and talk to him.
Kyle. The bane of my
I
existence.
don't think you do, but
I don't think he would know anything. Because I'm trying to... I want that letter, so that's another form of communication to rely on.
So you're looking for someone that has connections to Chevy's.
Yeah, or just really anybody that knows how to use that letter thing, so I can try to see if I can't learn that, so I can maybe get word back or get word from as another form of communication between Everhold and Arthur.
With that investigation check, nothing at this thing.
Yeah, I mean, anyone at Chevy's place of business would know.
Fair enough. Then I'd try the tavern, I guess. Try his tavern.
Okay, there's a... You want to take that one since it's your place, Prince?
Sure,
See if I can talk to like the manager, I guess.
Can I speak to your manager?
Not like that way.
Yeah, it's still a main bard, so
Yeah.
the mage you see is a tiefling, let's see.
Okay.
Tiefling. 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 Tiefling.
Hi, how you doing?
Hello. Do you need any type of wine or liquor?
I'm actually looking to see if
Top shelf. Ooh.
if that gives me access to something that you might know.
Sure.
I know that Chevy used to use a form of communication involved writing a letter and sticking a coat. I'm trying to learn that.
I love how you call it writing a letter and sticking coat. I love it. It's very well.
That's the thing. I don't know the official name of it, let alone how to do it. I'm
It's
trying
not
to
a name.
Huh?
It has no name.
No. Well,
So good name for it. Well,
okay.
but anyways, so you just need someone to do this for you?
If I could learn it, I'm going
learn
away because.
Do you have a month?
No. It takes that long to learn, huh?
Yep.
Nothing I can do to get started on it.
Oh, of course.
To be able to do at least maybe some of it or
Nope.
receive. No, nothing.
But you can. For a month. Sit down, learn how to do it.
Yeah, I don't have quite that long. Well, thank you anyways, I guess then. If I do end up by a month, I'll see if I can't stop by, but given the state of what's happening, I doubt that I'll get that long.
Yeah.
At least for some time. Well, thank you very much. And if you're able to do that letter thing to Chevy, send him my thanks and my regards.
Start with you again?
I'm Kaladin's son.
Oh.
He's helped me in the past, and I just want him to wish him well.
Okay.
Thank you. And I just walk and leave. And I go home. And I guess I'm fucking done, basically. I had one other thing I was originally planning to do, but in the state of affairs, I don't think it's gonna do much help.
Okay, so this day everyone has decided what they were going to do. Between tattoos, goodbyes, any conversations, starting conversations. Is there something else?
Yeah, I'll just do it off screen. I'm just gonna say bye to Carmen. And just say I am leaving.
We know you'd say goodbye to
Yeah.
Carmen. We don't have to do all that.
Give Kaito like a fucking watching you, motherfucker. Look before leaving.
Of course you do.
I don't trust that motherfucker.
He's not still there. He was there for that day because Maddie needed her. Needed him. Or he
If I
thought
see him around, I can.
he is.
Yeah, as soon as you do.
Yeah. Alright.
I'm watching you too, I guess.
Whatever.
We look at each other.
Cool. Next day rolls around as you guys decide to meet at the tavern as you guys said you would for the next day. To determine whether this would be the best time to leave now or later. So, the next day comes through, and so is your next meeting, early in the morning.
How are we? How's everybody doing with their tests?
Done.
Going on good. It's ready to go.
Kaladin?
Your tattoos are visible.
Blaze, I
Yeah.
mean?
You see a moment of disgust on
Yeah,
Blaze's face when he sees
Sorry,
them.
I was looking at shit.
Just doesn't even see the talent,
Yeah, actually,
just the
was
tattoos. You see a
surprisingly
moment
able
of
to get.
disgust.
Well, most of what I wanted to get done yesterday. The other stuff, don't know that it helped so much. But I got a few lines of communication out. One of the other things I was trying to do would take a month, and we don't really have that time.
Who knows if this place has one?
It will.
I'm
This
sure
place,
it's-
its people are strong enough to hold out
Yeah, it's
against
gonna be fine.
anything, I think.
It's gonna be fine.
So we get moving? Nightfall or now?
Yeah. Now, on the manner of our movement, train to get to the border, but then
There's a dwarven city, Dorgar really, that kind of take care of. I know, I get it. Everyone has that feeling when I say it, but they're good people. They handle the underground train. It was not necessarily a secret project, but a side project Giovanni was working on. So,
We're aware of it.
yeah.
Some of us are, at least. Anything that goes down around the underground gets
Yeah.
noticed.
Exactly. So we take the train towards the borders of the coastlands. That leads right towards the Dorgan town. We hit that place, it's called Twin Falls. Once we hit Twin Falls, we take the underground train, and then we hit the Clifflands. And then that would be a good bit. But that would be the plans. I already have arrangements of taking that together. It depends on when we're planning on moving.
How, like, advanced is the Clifflands in relation to the Highlands?
Not as advanced, but it's not like they're getting that far off.
Yeah, it's like there's gonna be bleed over.
The world's catching up,
Yeah.
but it's not nowhere near as advanced as this area is.
So would you say that, like, smaller trinkets, things that people of Everhold thinks are, like, almost common, will probably do a little better price-wise over there, be a little more valuable?
There's a chance. You'll have to find out. I ain't telling you. Mister, I grew up in
Mr.
Everhold.
Rich
I ain't
Kid.
telling you shit.
Mr. I'm the rich kid.
So are we leaving now or later?
I say we head out today.
That
Alright.
sounds so good.
If everyone's good. Are you good now, Kaladin? Or son of Kaladin?
Yeah. Well, I'm yeah.
You might as well call him Kaladin.
Kaladin Jr.
That's your nickname until you change it.
I just say it sarcastically because I'm just like
Yeah,
annoyed that
I
we've
get
waited
it.
a day.
And then you do notice Blaze get annoyed at that.
No patrols.
Yeah. We're tired of waiting on you.
Do you want to make money?
I mean, yeah.
Do you want to buy some shit here? Because we got a fuck ton of money for capital. We can buy some shit here, sell it for more over there.
I'm not a salesman. If you want to do that, you can do that.
Yeah, go ahead. To your heart's content, little man.
I like to earn my gold.
That is
And I like to spend
really.
it on magical items. That's how I live my life.
earn money doing this.
Someone else found those magical items and or made them, gave them to my team, which is most likely maybe didn't go, and then the kind of went
maybe. Fuck it, let's just go.
Okay. If we're going now, it's the railway.
We're taking the rail away.
If we're going now.
When are the arrangements set for?
No,
in a
we're not
few-
taking that shit.
Okay.
When is the arrangement set for? I thought you would be setting them earlier.
There's
Oh,
a
you're
couple
right, you-
trains that come in today. The railway comes in early. Even though, like last time we were on it, it was pretty bad. They're fine, from what I heard.
Look, it's cool
But
and
I'm
all.
not saying we take it. I'm telling you what trains
don't
coming
have
in
those.
first.
We're not leaving now then.
But
Is everyone in the
our
evening?
souls almost went
Around
bye-bye.
5 hours, we got another basic train along the way.
You'll wait the 5 hours, right?
Yeah, we're
Okay,
taking the 5.
Thank you.
Look,
I'm just saying.
there could still be some hag magic on that shit.
Yeah.
You've never been on a
All of a
train
sudden,
before.
woo, it's floating in the air and we die again.
Blaze just sitting there thinking of the fiery eyeball drink.
They're all having like the mental bad experiences with like their train journey. Like they've never been on a train. So I'm just all wide-eyed and
You guys
excited.
take the 5 hours to keep your stuff together.
No one told me what happened on the last
And you
train.
guys collect yourselves at the train.
No one wants to know about that train ride.
No.
It's a good thing no one told me about that train.
Yeah, you don't need to know.
No need to know. We don't tell them things you don't need to know.
It's
Exactly.
not something we talk about.
No.
We didn't talk about that. This
It's a
body.
sore subject.
Ironically, never asked what happened to Nika.
Okay, so that's our plan.
I would say okay.
You're lucky.
Let's
5
go.
Well, no, I mean,
I can't believe she even suggested that.
Right. Like, what the fuck is wrong?
I am going to stop
This is why
Dominico
you're the
Nova
leader.
before the group fully disperses. What?
Nothing.
Oh.
It's just like I can hear people's thoughts. They won't shut the fuck up.
Huh? What? What am I? Huh? Oh,
Yeah.
What are we quiet for? Is there a secret?
Apparently, her suggesting the place that the train that nearly killed us.
Oh, yeah.
Was being a bad
Nearly killed us.
observed.
That we did the random shit on the train.
Hey,
Whatever.
look, the train had a hag.
It did. It should not have.
And it wasn't fucking with anyone.
It should
Oh,
not
yes,
have.
it was.
It was attacking me.
It assaulted our friend.
We're not going into this shit again. Okay?
He did beat by itself inside.
Like, I
so
understand.
He attacked.
If I wasn't too
I
busy,
get that.
if we wasn't too busy, I would sue them immediately.
Yeah, but we had something more.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
railway is already out of the question. It's been 5 hours. Let's
I know.
go.
We're just
Before we
telling you.
fully go, I do want to pull Dominico and Nova to the side. Hey, real quick. Giovanni did recommend that we try to distance ourselves from the orphans. So maybe don't mention that. Maybe go by a different name even.
That means we're gonna
What
have
the
to tell
fuck?
Lear not to use the orphan's name. Trying to get out of the
I
situation.
don't even use my
He
last
would have had a conversation with
Fair enough.
Giovanni about that.
I just go by Nova. Always have, always will.
It's kind of hard to RP a conversation with myself. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't use our fucking name. Okay, oh God, sorry.
With him, they don't
use it. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Well,
Sound like you have a smoker.
Yeah, maybe. I'm just passing it along because that's what Giovanni said too. I'm just passing it along.
Well, a lot of you are big Giovanni guys here. I'm not saying I'm not. He's my uncle. I prefer to do my own shit.
I mean,
I do what you want. I'm not telling you what you have to do.
plus,
I never do that. I'm just saying what was recommended so you have that information.
I don't usually go around and just volunteer the information that I'm even affiliated with. So, I mean,
Good enough. I'm not gonna be me. Just so you're aware of that.
You're going by
A different name that I've been dropping here or there. Bishop is what it is. Very funny.
I'm not gonna lie, that's corny as shit.
terrible. What?
You know what? Your hair is ugly. And vicious mockery.
After the 30th time that you've done that as a comeback, you really think that's gonna affect me now?
Alright. You know what?
Your
You
eyes
got
aren't
too
that
big of
personal.
arms for a lady. I don't know. I'm saying anything I can. I'm just gonna keep saying shit till vicious mockery goes off.
He's actually casting vicious mockery.
If you're casting,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I am actually casting it. So I'm like, fuck you, you pissed me off.
Wisdom save.
We keep roasting
Wisdom save,
well, she
wisdom
fails.
save.
2 damage.
Killing her.
The fuck was that?
Fuck you. I leave. I walk on the boat.
Is this what it's called?
That?
Sibling rivalry?
That is
Is that
emotional,
what's
man.
going on right now?
No, he just said words and it actually hurts.
Oh,
Like I feel a part of
my
my
arm's
body hurt.
broken now.
What the fuck?
They should bury you. They should bury you.
Don't make me insult you either.
I'm just asking. I don't have anything. This is new to me. It's technically new to me too, but
I just walk onto the fucking train.
Yeah, I'm just like
whatever.
flex like a
So
little
just
bit.
look
It's like,
at
oh,
the
Laugh at my fucking
sword.
name.
now we're just
Fuck
gonna
you.
have to watch what we say and we're gonna have to forget
It's
it.
not it's like super painful. It's
I don't give a
pretty much
shit.
like, huh?
It's fucked up that you did.
5 times.
I've done the same pain before.
You guys meet at the train. Expedient to the train.
I made it to the train. I am here. As I'm having nightmare flashbacks of when the hag attacked me.
Right?
There's a
The
goblin.
hag
And
assaulted
nibbles
you
of
first.
first being different.
Ooh, she hit first.
The goblin
She
thing
hit
goes-
me.
Nova goes, I got it. So you all get in the train. I already have it taken care of.
Oh, thank you so much.
The train just goes suck my soul out again.
Go to the other place.
I know, right?
We're not riding railway for a reason.
Are you okay, Dominico?
No, I'm not.
Why are you
Shit
afraid
happened.
of
I just for no, I am in my bishop get up until basically I'm gonna stay in there until I say otherwise, I guess. Just for your
I know.
awareness.
You were saying it, yeah.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, so I just go like to this bishop guy. I don't know who he is.
Whoa, that's Bishop!
Good party member.
He's been with us the entire time. He's actually a really cool person.
Yeah.
Ooh, we have another party member.
Unlike Blaze, I fucking hate
Yeah,
that guy.
You gotta keep track of too many people.
This bishop guy actually decided to assault me.
What?
Bishop?
Bishop! What did you do to Bishop?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What did Bishop do to me?
What did Bishop do?
I slightly insulted her. It's
And
fine.
it actually hurt, legitimately.
I mean,
What did you say?
What did you
I just
say?
said she had
Not
too
my
big of
feelings,
arms for
my soul, my body, my HP.
Your what?
Whatever that means.
How does that even work? I walk
I
on.
think she just got hurt because
Yeah, I know.
I kind of witnessed it. It was a very bizarre scene.
We should push him out the window when the train starts moving.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
Meanwhile, Nibbles is
not
like,
kill people randomly.
Guys,
Don't
might I
know him and he's
interject?
following us
Might
and
I
assaulting
interject?
people.
No, I know him.
he's
He was
raising
with
his hand
us.
and everything.
Might I interject?
When we were doing the
Interjecting
Luxodon,
about.
Can't
he was
we
with
all
us
just
the entire
get
time.
along?
That was
Blinks
him.
his eyes.
Where was he? He's trying to sit there.
I
and
just
think
want to let this
Whatever.
play out
Calm
for a
down,
while
you're
before I
tearing
tell
us apart.
PJ it's funny.
I know. It is.
We all sit down.
It was all of us together. Blaze wasn't there. He was not. It was Bishop.
At this point,
I know they look
Nico
similar,
is
but
just
they're
like
different.
skeptical of
They're
all
two different
trains.
people.
Yeah, no, I know. Where's Blaze actually?
Oh, he's,
He
if
stayed
it's
home
not-
because he's
if
waiting
it's not
for his
animate,
dad.
Like if it's not a horse or something like that, he's just like.
I have to go get him.
No, we don't have to go get him.
What do you
He
mean?
made his
Or
decision.
even.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he made his decision.
His father made his decision for him by birthing him.
He made his decision. He's his own man.
He's not.
I'm better than Blaze.
You're better than
I'm
Blaze.
better than he is.
Nah, he's kind of.
I mean, okay. I mean, I'll deal with that.
He's about as mature.
No, he's pretty low tier if you ask me.
I mean, I like him better than Nico.
I mean,
No, we have
I'm
two
not
different-
necessarily going to argue.
I'm just going along with it.
I
I just
know.
like for shits and giggles.
It's what works like in my head. Now.
It's a bunch
We
of
have two
teenagers
characters that
on
are
a road
switching-
trip.
Yep.
So this
so angsty.
Switching personality.
And then like one 300
I'm just
year old person.
Curiosity
With the
out
teenager
of
mind.
character.
Yeah.
What
Yes.
does this train look like? I'm trying to
Okay,
picture a
yes,
train
that's
in
how it
fantasy.
works.
It's just a normal.
It's not my fault. I didn't choose this.
It's
life.
nothing
You
too
did.
crazy. It's not like
As a-
one of Giovanni.
As a player.
As
Just
a
imagine
player,
a
not as a
train.
Does he
character.
know about what happened on the last train?
No, I'm gonna assume as the character I don't.
Yeah. So
Yep.
he's not.
I
he's
think
not gonna
PJ
know
has
unless
elected
it's
to if he catches Nibbles up on any events, he probably knows how easily scared he seems to get and probably would have just not ruined because he also seemed excited about the train trip.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
he probably didn't want to ruin
There's
it
no
for him.
reason.
Exactly.
This is the first time he's ridden the train.
If anybody hears any music, don't go near.
Shut up.
Or just
People
don't
play
shoot the
music
person
all the
playing
time
the
on
music.
trains. It's
I
gonna
don't care if
happen.
you're just saying something. Shut up. Don't shoot the music playing.
I go to like the dining cart.
Me too. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
It's basically
I just
I
like.
wonder what type of cheeses they got on there.
nothing crazy.
They probably have
no
6
extravagant
cheese.
menus, no
You know the 6 cheese Gouda.
Dining car.
No base war with the
Maybe
staff.
it's just
get
melted
water.
cheese in a
That's
bowl.
it. That's all you get. Water and sit, chill.
I think that's what they call fondue.
No, it's melted
He's
cheese
just
in a
mesmerized.
bowl.
like passing you, just.
He's always on his.
Fondue hasn't been invented yet.
Insert himself.
It's
She's gonna invent it.
It's melted cheese in a bowl.
PJ, it's
no
definitely
one
called
looks at you,
fondue.
Dominique,
No,
and
it's
she
called
just brings
melted
out her
cheese in a
banjo
bowl.
and just starts-
Like when you go to the menu, you look at
I
it,
thought a
it's melted
topsider
cheese
would
in
at
a
least
bowl.
know that.
I'm not the
I mean, it's a
topsider.
pretty
I
good
don't know what you're
delicacy
talking about.
back
This
in
is
the
why-
day.
You're closer to topside then.
Yeah, but remember the last
You're
time.
like 70%.
I would say a mix of, you know.
Yeah, you're a
Okay.
mix,
I'm not
70%.
stopping playing a banjo. Fuck
Okay.
you.
That's a mix.
Okay.
You're like 70%
Yes.
topsider, but you're odd so you don't quite fully fit in.
Shut up.
Too peppy.
Okay.
Too peppy.
I have to be.
excuse me, I'm gonna go get a drink so
Understandable.
that way I'm not
What's with the tattoos, by the way?
Oh,
You do that!
As I like,
Does that have my name on it?
cover. No, it does not. I like cover up my arm, like tuck it
You
into
didn't actually
closer.
put
There's
my
a reason
name
why
down
he's
on that?
paranoid.
It's on the bottom side of your arm.
It's on the bottom side.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the top side is covered. The bottom side has all of you
Says
left.
he thinks that he's
Yeah,
cursed.
everyone else was
Shit.
past members.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
He can't go anywhere with this party.
Markings
without
like that are
something-
meant for
something
cattle.
happening and him
Yeah,
I say in
that's-
disgust and walk
that's
away.
true.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, so what's going
Yes,
on?
but struck by
I don't
lightning.
know, like,
a
we're
lot
on
of
a
the time
train.
it's not even his
It's all-
fault. He just like he wants to.
And we're on a
just
train.
We're
Just
on a
chilling.
train.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pretty
He's
much.
mad
We're on a
at me.
train,
I don't know what the hell
motherfucker,
I
on a
did to him, but
train.
he'll get over it.
Grand old time.
You,
Train.
it's like a level of disgust and uncomfortability around the tattoo idea with him.
So we do see.
Understandable, me too.
I thought
That's why I've
PJ's
never gotten it.
So we do see PJ's tattoos. I thought she always.
She's
kept them.
she's covering the bottom part, but she to air them out because tattoos.
Yeah,
It
Uh,
takes time to air out.
exactly.
No, that's true.
We can't see the scars, we see the tattoos.
Yeah.
Although Nibbles would well, he's already kind of cried because he didn't more the meaning of the tattoos.
Oh,
Yeah, he was trying not to cry on the way back.
understandable.
No.
Da, da, da.
So everybody, I think we should like just have like a communal luncheon.
Why? None of us get along.
Isn't it like dog? I don't know what time it is.
Is there a difference? Is there? Don't ruin this for me.
I'm not trying to ruin it, but like, what's the accomplishment here?
I don't know. Fuck. Like, why does
Well,
it
I
have to
don't-
be?
it's just the start of the journey.
We're totally bonding.
Exactly.
It's just the start of the journey.
We're doing.
I actually agree
yeah.
with PJ on this one.
He just shuts up and starts playing the banjo.
What?
I'm mesmerized because I've also never seen a banjo.
I am also terrified. This is the first time I've seen a banjo.
And also deeply confused by everyone's reactions to the string.
It's only got 4 strings. It's not natural.
Oh, it's not natural. It's not natural. It's out of tune.
No.
It sounds different than a lyre.
No.
Obviously, kidding.
And,
It does
I
sound
just-
different than a lyre.
I start ordering a plethora of food. Just 2 servings for each person here.
Let's get a whole roasted pork. A whole roasted
2
pig.
servings for each of my friends. I don't know who this is, but we have
2
accepted
servings
them
for
into
each
our
of her
fandom.
friends.
Of something. The
Also,
best fucking
just-
thing. How
just-
special?
Just to be funny, he
Yeah.
does go over to Nibbles goes over to Bishop, not knowing it's Blaze, and introduces himself again.
No. That's the same guy.
Wait, what? No, you gotta let it happen. It's more funny that way.
No, but
Hello, welcome to our adventure.
How you doing, little buddy? I just give my
He's
finger
like,
for
play
you to
along,
shake.
Joe, the person. No, I
Not
can't.
asking what happened to the other.
I can only mind if I do.
Blaze.
Wow.
Who's this guy?
Tinky.
Someone finally whispers to him what
Get
happened.
this.
You can
Oh.
get this.
You can get
Fuck.
this shit.
Fucking hell.
What's on the menu for the mark?
There'd be cheese in the
Normal
menu.
fucking shit.
We're getting house special.
I love it how his whole meal would just be that
Lobster.
appetizer and cheese.
Oh!
That is not normal food.
That's how special!
Unholy banjo! Oh god!
Play it.
Is it called the Unholy Banjo?
Yes!
Play it more louder!
Please God, no!
Yeah!
Would simply just consider be like the cheese is like as
I don't like it
appetizers,
either.
but that would be like his whole meal.
I would say that
I'll just-
Nico is just ordering shots.
Are we there yet?
No.
Just to curb paranoia.
Are we there
I'll
yet?
tell you when.
I'll just take some stew or soup or something.
No house special for everyone. Double house special. How much does that cost, Gil?
Double house special.
Lobster?
for
Double
everybody.
house special. Just 20 gold.
$20
This is not special.
Just 20 gold.
I mean, double servings.
Yeah.
You asked for so much shit.
And it's lobster.
I'm not ordering
Lobster
the
would be rather
special.
expensive.
All I want to
I
do
don't
is
know, I
just
saw
order
this
the
recently, but it was
appetizer,
like,
and I
it
just
was just
got a meal.
someone's their version of what
Someone
gold
who's just here.
is, and
You
the
could
way
get, like,
they
a small
compute it to is one gold
I
for
know, it's the
$100.
beauty. I don't go through rations that
And the way they do it.
It's awesome.
So that'd be like
$100
$2,000 for about 20 servings of lobster, which wouldn't cost a lot, but it wouldn't cost $2,000.
Yeah, it wouldn't cost $2,000.
A few guys, these just look like generic dudes in
I mean,
chef's
that's
outfits.
Hey,
They come out and they give out the
something out
food.
of a fucking
They
fairy
just go
tale.
back to the
exactly.
Thank you.
I was hoping that your roll was fun.
I'll eat this
Lo and behold, then you
extremely
roll.
expensive lobster. I'll eat it.
Alright. It's expensive lobster, yeah. She asked for that special.
That one's just fucking.
Yep.
All I ask for
And
is a
then,
few pieces of cheese, and I'll be good.
You got your cheese.
Dominico eats it, drinks. No words.
So, guys,
And gals.
yeah. I don't know how to start this. Holy shit. This is awkward.
This is going to be a very long and strenuous journey.
What he said.
One that's going to be filled with many hardships, but hopefully a lot of laughs too.
Exactly.
We are not just doing this for personal glory. We are
Yeah,
doing
no
this
one.
for.
No one here.
Man, you spelled it.
Us as a collective are doing this for the good of the realm.
I like your speech. It's not going well.
Yeah, going.
That's why
Under the table, I tap your knee and I give you guidance just to help you.
I mean, if you want to roll performance check, be my guest.
Oh, you can keep that one.
Oh, okay, thank you.
20.
I mean, it's a pretty good speech.
So with this, we are not just trying to be individuals looking out for our own gain. We need to look out for each other. Because alone, we're just going to fall. Together, we might just stand a chance.
Together we stand, united we fall.
What?
That's what? So you have your whole shit. I said one fucking sentence. What?
Because you said.
Ugh, whatever. No, just continue.
It doesn't make sense, does it?
How does it not?
That's why I was like said what, because I was making sure I didn't hear it wrong, because I heard together we're like strong and like united we're weak, but that's the same shit. Like,
No, it's okay. Continue. Go ahead.
but you,
No.
you just said it wrong.
Apparently, if I say things, it's wrong. That's why I don't say anything.
It's okay, BJ. It's okay.
I just was confused.
You're just trying to. His speech is throwing you off a little bit.
A little
has.
bit,
It
because
really
everyone's so individualized.
Yep.
Yeah,
I know. But just know that. Congratulations. If we want to keep trying to do this on our own, we're just going to fail. And then what ends up happening to this realm if we fail? Regardless of how many
I was gonna say the
magical
Sky
items,
Orphans take care of it, but you know.
there's like 2 of them now of like 6.
Yeah.
Well, 3 and.
He's gone.
Well,
Huh?
Oh,
Rochelle.
What? 2 and a
Last
right now, but
Right now, I'm pretty sure it's literally just Kaladin.
Nope.
He's out right now too.
He's on his way, but
I'm saying we
technically there.
know his whereabouts,
Yeah.
right? So we know
It's
where
Kaladin.
Kaladin, we know Giovanni, Nocton's there, like around,
yeah.
and we have no
Rochelle's-
idea where Sogrim is,
Rochelle's back in. Is still
and
there.
Rochelle is back in, so we have 4.
Uh,
That's half.
Yeah.
Sogrum is currently in
And also,
werewolf form. Already.
He's around.
He's
Somewhere.
in werewolf form.
They're
Sogrim's in werewolf form. When
Yeah.
the fuck did this happen?
That's what he saw.
When you left last session.
yeah.
The fuck?
So basically,
He stole Nocton's stick.
What the hell?
Basically, whenever
Wasn't our
Maddie
place.
passed,
No one knows how.
Rubay's soul went elsewhere, and Sogrim got pissed off.
I'm probably the one that did it.
You probably were.
Yep, I probably was.
Because if they were gonna make a were creature, they got him placed by Solgrim while he was raising out.
Yep.
That's a damn good idea.
Fantastic.
I was looking
There's a
at
whole
a
fucking-
backup character for this road.
Yeah, I made one.
I talked to Ranger.
I was thinking about it. I went for Horizon Walker.
I just I go over to
Yeah.
That was my backup.
Nice.
I think I made a Horizon Walker.
Yeah, Horizon Walker is the one I went with for my second. But
This
anyways,
is
going
ready
forward.
to do that Solgrim comes
Those
on.
two classes are like super overpowered.
They are. They
Don't
fucking
think
are. I
about
love
it.
them.
We
But
haven't been ready the whole time. There's a lot of shit that.
we are no longer in a small game where we're just in for
You
money.
see through fucking shit.
This is a lot more important now.
Oh.
Just no, you're playing. I knew that.
Only if you. I wasn't sure what if you were playing the actual.
Well, I'm also
Yeah.
speaking for myself as well. Because
I just go with it.
for the
'cause I was
money.
like, all right.
Yeah, exactly.
We all have
And
our
it's gone. This
motives,
is big.
but at least where you have a
We will
common
get
goal
through
now.
all of this together.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
I wasn't supposed to be able to, but
To the adaptive. Did you take something off my plate? Well, in my speech? And then put it back?
Yeah, once you were done.
As I'm looking at
I can't believe you. We were friends. You know how much money I paid for this? None, because PJ paid for it.
Thank God.
None of us have died yet.
But anyways, let's just have a good meal, guys, and enjoy this wonderful music.
Take word of the train.
It is nice, isn't it?
Yes. Very great.
Just staring out the window.
Pleasing to the ear.
Mesmerized by the.
I mean, it's a little too joyful for the occasion.
I think so too,
That's right.
and a little bit too.
I alter my disguise so at the
It's
bottom
there
I
to
have the same initials and everything, but H slash mark is how many times you feel one of us.
And
Everyone
this
has
could be
their
our
own
last-
taste.
This
Sometimes
this
you
could be
help
our
us.
last opportunity to actually
Don't just look at the negatives. That's something
enjoy
my father
ourselves.
did, and it got him into a lot of shit.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong about that. Let's
This is what you'll make to.
enjoy the trip.
You'll make it.
True.
I'll tell you about that.
You're on time.
True. Because we have chosen a fucked up path. We've chosen a path that's probably going to lead us next to death's door more times than we care to admit.
You know that.
Again,
I'd be dead. for
To the
sure
adaptive.
without you.
To the
So probably my
adaptive.
sister
Might as well
and
die
everybody
doing
else I
something
care about.
interesting.
Like what you
To
want.
the adaptive.
Just see me.
Although I'm with you, I don't really care too heavy meaning.
Yeah.
Too much attention, but it is what it is.
Just, if you ever list the party members, don't put my name in it.
I mean, I'm not. I'm just waiting with.
I say that, I look around, that's especially to you, PJ. I'm not a
Why
party.
do you like this at me? Why me specifically?
You're the leader. You're going to do most of the talking.
I thought we didn't establish whether or not we had a leader.
Oh, to me,
No, we have a
Caring about
figurehead.
this?
PJ's the leader in my opinion. Anyone else wants to
is
be.
a talker
Yeah, we do need somebody to
to talk.
I'm not good at talking to you guys because holy shit, you guys are just so.
Well, that's not
fucking
what we need you to talk.
I know.
for.
I know.
Also, when it comes down to it, we need somebody to make a decision at the end of the day.
Well,
Maybe
not PJ in
Maybe
that
not
case.
PJ.
I make pretty damn good
Except
I
for
think she's
in
great.
immediate life or death decisions.
Yeah.
We'll just take it to a vote if we can.
Yeah.
If we have time for it, take it to a vote. If not, look, the group as we get to know each other, we're gonna pick up more and more about each other. We're gonna know what the others are gonna do. You've been very focused on teamwork, for a long time. It's gonna get there, but teams always take time.
Yeah, as they do.
So.
But this is gonna be really like fucking crazy, interesting, and wild and shit like that, and we're gonna be big, I'm sure.
I hope not. I like being like this size, to be honest.
No, I don't mean.
Why do we need to be big?
Size thing. It's by gonna be happen by accident.
Oh, it's like metaphorically, not
Yes,
literally.
yes,
Okay, got it. Sorry.
Oh goodness. Yes. I go. Yeah, cause we already fought 2 demigods kind of things. A possible lich, a dragon. That is more than most people have done in their entire career.
I know, but
And we're just getting started, baby.
Hey!
It does not have to be publicized.
I'm
It
glad
could be
it
kept on the
works.
down low.
It could be. We don't have control
I like
over
the idea of
rumors.
being an unsung hero if I'm going to be a hero.
But we don't have control over rumors.
And that's what he's understood.
Unless we want to manipulate the media to our advantage, I guess.
I mean, that's
I
not
wouldn't
like
be.
that sounds like a plan.
I want to be like. Against it. Bless you.
So, the Adaptive. A group of 5 very unique people.
1, 2.
Unless you want to be
3,
included,
4,
Julio. In case 6.
5. Oh, and don't forget Nibbles.
I can stay out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Do we have the mute? She's still here.
What?
She's on somewhere.
She comes and goes very often.
Forgot to count Caleb by accident.
She came with us on this trip.
Oh, so I would be fine staying out of it. I don't really need to be in the public eye as much.
She also doesn't talk much, so
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
We wouldn't notice.
Right?
I mean,
I love how
that's not
committed
the
you
fault.
are to air guitaring or air banjoing.
Yes, very committed. Understandable though.
So,
Understandable indeed. Got RP. Yeah, got RP.
regardless,
I definitely do not.
How long is the strain ride going to be, Nova?
we still got 6 more hours.
So she said, I don't know, so.
Let's enjoy it.
Look at the
Anybody
the
need
fucking
anything?
bartender, or the waiter, or
We
whoever's
have
here.
2 servings of food. I
You
think
know
we're okay for
what the
now.
time is on this train ride?
It'll be about 2 days.
Fuck. Okay.
I just nestle up near one of the train windows and
I mean, as long as someone and not in like a drunken stupor doesn't try to climb up,
Yeah, that'd be dumb.
that'd
Yeah.
be pretty dumb.
Yeah,
They like
Bishop.
nearly get 2 people killed.
Hey, let's put him in bed rest for the night.
Yeah.
Maybe slap him down.
Luckily, we didn't bring him on the trip.
Yeah, you do get the.
You're noticing that I'm strictly drinking water.
Yeah, I know. My character's just like being an ass all the time.
After I finish the one
maybe it's
survey, I'm
vodka.
just gonna get up and walk
Ooh,
out.
water vodka.
You never know.
It's strong water.
It's just
Spicy
strong
water.
Exactly.
No,
And
it's just
I
water.
just go, Leo, are you okay?
I'm not really a fan of seeing tattoos. They bother me.
And I walk out.
Why? Leo!
They're the
Yeah,
marks.
he's.
They're the marks of cattle. And I
I
leave.
think fucking thoroughbred. This fucking asshole.
He's had a difficult past.
Oh, and I've been rock steady, but
Well,
it's okay. He
for
gets to
200
complain.
years.
Okay, you have 20 years. He has like 17.
I have 220.
You have
Okay,
fucking
that's-
what?
That's what I'm saying. So, you probably have
Place does
obviously
say
gone
that. He's like,
through
what the
a
fuck?
lot, right, in those years, but
Yeah.
you've learned how to cope with it. Lear has have dealt with a fucked up life for 17 years and hasn't learned how to cope with it.
Well, I will assist him.
He may just not take you up on that offer.
He might
So I don't know what's giving him that feeling. I'm getting a gut feeling that he's not going to accept your offer.
And it's okay.
You've lived how fucking long?
She said 220.
Yeah, I'm there.
Wait, but tieflings don't live that long.
Yeah, no.
Wow, you're catching up.
she's
Maybe she isn't a
I
tiefling.
know out of character what it is, but in character,
Yeah.
Blaze never found this shit out.
I mean, she doesn't have the horns of a tiefling.
Hey, yes, she does.
well,
She has
she
the
also
horns.
has like also elf
ears.
like
Yeah.
features.
I have fucking long pointy ears too. Most
More-
tiefling- at least
Kind
the
of
drawings we got.
Curl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I
More
might
elf
live,
like facial structures and less.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Why?
I don't.
It's okay.
It's very much more elf-like.
It's
It's
alright.
points
It's alright.
into
Don't worry about it. It's alright.
defined.
Yeah.
Ours is just more or less like a fucked up feature.
I'm
that
just
happens.
But Blaze just generally thought that she was a tiefling. He saw horns and everything. Now he's like a little thrown off. He's like, I'm gonna die. Even if I'm not from death, I'm just gonna die at 110, 120, something like that, maybe. He's like, fuck.
You're gonna be fine. You're not gonna live anywhere near as long as
Probably
me.
not.
No.
Well, I probably won't live another few years, honestly. But
No, I got you, bro.
actually, yeah, you do.
Okay. Well, food's pretty good.
It's so slamming, yo. It's like
This cheese is awesome.
thank you. Compliments to the chef for the cheese, for melting it.
Yep.
Oh, that was such a heartfelt yep.
He truly loves his job.
Exactly.
He definitely loves his job.
We should definitely tip him like a lot.
Like a
No, we shouldn't.
no, like he's already made a
That's
tip.
a-
You ruined the economy.
They don't get tip.
So terrible. We made a double.
Now here's a
double food,
serious question:
double meat.
Are tips
Double meat.
like
Standard.
normal in this culture?
He says no.
Maybe would they be normal in Faerun?
Oh, definitely.
Technically, yeah.
Definitely.
So
My
someone,
my statement still stands.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're incredibly correct. But no, I do not.
I will not.
personally.
I will not.
I mean, I pay for everything. I'll take tip if y'all want to. I pay for all the food.
The fuck is a tip?
Oh, it's what you give to someone when they need advice in life.
That is
It's
a
also-
definition.
It's also a monetary thing that you give somebody when they do a great job at the job they're supposed to do.
Oh my god! I just hold my hands up. You guys can go right ahead. Mainly you, since you were talking about it.
So a tip
Are
for
you doing
you.
a job?
Thank
If
you.
I'm low,
Thank you.
if I feel
Heal.
haggard, yeah, heal me.
Heal.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
That's my tip for you.
Wow, look at that. See?
Um,
We have this all covered. We know how to tip people.
if it looks like I need help, give me a nice song or a nice little
a little
little
limerick.
rhyme. Yeah, it helps
A
me out. It
limerick,
helps me
yeah.
focus.
Exactly. Go
Um,
gung.
Yeah,
That's how you focus. Gung.
yeah, gun, yeah,
Gung.
gun.
That's how it sounds when I
Gang, gang,
focus from me specifically.
Yeah.
Wow, if only Leo was here to enjoy our festivities, but he does not make me right now. It's okay, I'm not mad though. I'm not mad, guys. Guys, I've never expressed anger, by the way. I don't have that.
You know, saying it more than once does not make it true.
Yes, it does. If I keep lying to myself, I'll convince myself
Whoa,
it's fine.
lying to yourself.
Yeah, I do that sometimes, buddy. Yeah.
It's not healthy to lie. to
It's
yourself.
not. No, hell no.
Totally not angry.
Totally not. Sit down. You are always quiet, more quiet than Leo.
He doesn't want to talk.
Yes, he does. He's bursting with information.
He fucking doesn't. Even his head's clear all the time.
I got nothing to add to this conversation.
It was that.
So, dog, where do you come from? I come from Feldrom, another universe parallel to this one.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Nibbles would be so interested in this if he had
Just
just
kinda look over
if he
my
had
shoulder.
just passed
DJ,
out
are you trying
on
to
the
force
windowsill of the
information out of
train.
No.
Would he enjoy his
Blaze
cheese?
is just recovering from the 200 thing. She
again.
drops that bomb, so I just slumps back like, fuck.
Wait, Blaze.
Son of a bitch! That was just a bomb.
So, sit, dog. How,
don't care.
where you come from, bro?
You don't have to tell her shit.
He is our friend. Why do you
Is he?
encourage him? Whoa!
We don't know how he feels about us.
He is traveling with us when he could have abandoned us like
Excuse
whips
me,
on the road.
He's probably tolerating us.
No, it couldn't be. Why would he tolerate us? We
How much shit have we got into while he's been here?
Exactly. We bring bad news to us.
I
on
don't
a
think
daily.
that's the reason why he'd be tolerating us. I'm pretty sure the reason why he'd be tolerating us is how much attention we're bringing to him.
I don't know. Yeah, what's going on, man? What the fuck's up with that?
They don't like being seen. It's part of their MO.
Can you let him speak himself?
I thought you were talking to me.
No!
Sorry, I was
No.
eating.
Well, let's just say where I come from. I'm not very well liked.
I know the feeling.
And I am being looked for. Matter of fact, I remember when we first met, there was a person that was interested in me. And I'm not 100% sure as to why they were looking for me, but I do not believe it is in my best interest to let them know where I am.
Okay. Well, see, we all learned something about Sedal today that we didn't know yesterday, and thank you for sharing that information. I'm going to protect the fuck out of you, trust me. Well, no one will get near you. Oh, damn. she looks defeated after that.
Not to throw any kind of shade your way.
You're throwing shade by saying it.
I'm the shadiest person here,
no,
too.
What are you going at?
How are you going to defend other people if you can't even defend yourself half the time?
I've
What?
never...
Shut the fuck up.
What the hell are you talking about?
I've
You're the one that's
never
falling on the
really
ground all the time.
I'm the
Yeah,
one that
right?
gets struck down
Yeah,
by like,
yeah,
I've
yeah.
accepted my curse.
So
I'm
you
not
can't
asking.
defend yourself.
Exactly.
TJ's been
Did
fine.
not do that. That's some throwing some shade onto a really nice party.
It's not that I don't trust your abilities.
Thank you.
It's some of these people who may be after me, there may be no way you would even know they're coming into us.
Yo, that's harsh.
I mean,
You think I'm sneaky?
I do.
They're even worse.
Are they even more experienced rogues?
So we're gonna have to learn how to look behind our heads. You could already do that.
We're gonna have to
How
have
can you teach
owls
someone?
the entire time.
no, I cannot teach someone because their anatomy does not allow that.
Here, let me try. That's what it is.
Bishop! No!
You are the best party member.
Meanwhile, like, this guy's face, it was blazed the entire time! What? Oh my god!
Okay, well.
Bastard, he lied to me.
Fucking crazy. I mean, God, yo.
Quick question, just like
Losing my mind right now.
at level 20 rogue, how much stealth would they have?
If they expertise in it,
Talk about
yeah, it'd be like a plus 19, I think.
It's plus 17 for max everything.
And not only that,
Oh, it's 5, not 7.
anything that's below a 10 is automatically considered a 10 on a D20 roll.
So the minimum they could get is a 27.
Oh, yeah, it's done.
Yeah, that's the minimum would be 27.
Stupid.
Yeah.
There you go.
They're just
But
invisible.
that's the really biggest thing about them is the fact that they get so many bonuses in their skill checks.
Yep.
Is that why we never have any level 20 characters?
Most of us have a level
Also,
25
level 20
character right
characters
now.
are hard
Yeah.
for DMs to run.
Yeah.
Especially with a group this size.
Oh,
Yeah, they
yeah.
just smoke through fucking everything.
Dude, we would kill a Tarrasque in 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easily.
It only has like 600
And that's
something
if we
HP.
didn't min-max.
Oh, yeah.
We were
We were
doing
dealing with that level of
like,
shit.
and 3
Gets
people were
Pazuzu.
doing that much damage with Skyward.
Don't say that.
Jesus.
Don't say it.
That's out of character.
I know.
Actually, at level 20,
Also
we
out of
go
character.
for Tarrasque in 1 round.
Yep.
Like I said, even at level 15, we were 3 people were having that much damage output on their first round.
Yeah.
Yep.
So 3, maybe 4 people were getting attacked to kill a Trask.
He wants to test it out. I can see him all curious and shit.
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, no, we'd be done in like 10 minutes.
So,
I'm not
No, not like the Sky Orphans.
Oh, I ain't testing shit out.
We'll fight.
Well,
Not with Tarrasque.
this
We'll
food
fight
is really
a country
good.
of Tarrasques.
Yes, thank you.
Just 100
I
Tarrasques.
think
Pick 'em
it's
off, kill 'em.
time
Eventually.
Yo,
to
Porca and Kaladin could solo that.
I'm a little tired.
Giovanni could solo one. He can turn into a CR25 construct.
Yeah, Kaladin, Porca, and
I guess we'll
Giovanni
just
could
meet
solo it
back
all.
here in the morning.
That's it. Then
He
this
could
way
probably
level
stun.
one.
I don't know, they might be mid stun.
I mean, we're
We'll
got
eventually
two days to
yeah,
get there,
we
so
literally eventually wake
And
up.
at level 11 or something.
Yeah.
do our thing.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Yep,
I'm
same.
gonna figure out which room is mine.
Same.
Alright.
Alright, so
Sounds good.
Rogue's the way to
Go
go.
to bed.
If you want skills.
Although as I
Bard is also
as
good
I
for
review
skills.
PJ still. Although
I'm not a
as
child,
we
you
leave
know.
the main group, he did wait until Lear wasn't around to ask PJ this, and he was too emotional down here at the tattoo parlor. But he finally builds up the courage to go. Hey PJ,
Yes.
why do you feel the need to cut yourself? Wouldn't a journal be easier?
Oh. That is
Too easy.
uh,
I mean, I don't want to offend you. But
No.
Yeah, diary.
There's no offense.
I'm a cut on your arm. It's just sad. He starts almost crying again, but I don't understand. Isn't it painful to be
it is.
covered in scars?
I just go. Well, there was a god that I follow. His name is Elmatel. He is very.
God of
He's the god of pain and suffering.
That sounds awful.
Yes, it does. Which is why I attribute it to him. So when I make a mistake, I reflect upon it, and my reflection is an offering to him in the form of me doing the thing that I did.
I understand. But I want you to know I am your friend and I will be here for you.
Thank you. It's not about talking, because this is how I talk to him. I bear the burden instead of him, because for the people who I see get hurt in my presence, Ilmater, whenever I heal you, he takes the affliction. But I want to understand that there's two sides to the coin, and I don't want him to feel as if he's the only one going through it.
It seems pretty selfless of you, PJ.
It is something my father instilled into me, and I understood it at a young age. It's more or less.
I have one more question.
Go ahead.
If you're not a tiefling, what are you?
Oh. A gleam baby? Yeah, it's a weird thing. In my realm, there are these people called dream elves. They are not born through rudimentary forms of reproduction.
I think my master has described beings like these before.
Yes, we don't like to always akin it to it, but it is very similar, which is terrifying to some people. But beholders dream things up and conjure them. We are similar to that in that sense. We are dreamed into existence. We are flesh and blood, and we are living beings. We have our minds and such, but it's pretty deep. We don't, unlike other elves, we don't know our past. We don't remember it. We can't trance to experience those pasts.
He seems completely mesmerized by all of it.
Yes.
Well, thank you for sating my curiosity.
Anytime. Would you like some crackers to go with that cheese?
Yeah, crackers.
Nice,
was it again? Later now.
Some ADHD shit.
And I just order a round of crackers for him as well to just go with the cheese, just so we can dip them into it.
What goes up PJ?
Yes.
That means you have no past experience.
No. go to bed, I knock out.
That is why you don't remember passes, because you have them.
Hmm. Yeah. Other elves, they're allowed to remember who they were and who they've been. I just wake up in a body. I was born in a different age of like 2 years old. I wasn't a baby. It's really weird. Ugh.
Okay.
Who dreamed you into existence?
My parents, Protecto, who is my dad, and Scarlet, who is my mother.
So what was it, they wanted a child so bad that they just dreamed you into being? Or are you not exactly sure how this works?
Well, like I was saying, we can't reproduce. So if I were to do what they do with someone, nothing would happen. We don't have reproductive organs. So yeah, it's really weird, like that. Very weird. It's always hard to explain, which is why I just usually just say, yes, tiefling, sure. And I go with that. But yeah, that's what I am. Yeah, saying it out loud is always strange. But yeah, that's what we do, I guess. God, that's so weird. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I guess I go to sleep now that I've asked.
Yeah, I just put you in, like, as you're falling asleep,
He's like, there's a knockout.
Everyone goes to their rooms, and the final scene for the night, not this night, but that night is, she ends up passing out in the middle of the dining area with an angel. And then the next one.
Blaze will go put a blanket on her because he feels a little bad about psychic damaging her.
Yeah.
You do that.
Dominique would just put his head down on the floor and just goes to sleep. You know.
Before I go to sleep, though, I would like to pull out my Stone of Giovanni and activate and just say, did you get the rock?
So sorry, I was...
No, the bird.
So Giovanni never took this. He literally told the the harpy offered.
Okay, because I heard Giovanni.
Oh, okay. So
Okay,
here's the interaction that will have happened.
Okay.
Giovanni will have looked at it and gone, it is best he doesn't communicate with me directly. So please, communicate with him for my sake.
Okay. All right, perfect. That makes more sense to me. I'm like, because I heard Giovanni. I know I heard Giovanni. I'm like, okay. So what'd you say? Sorry.
I just say, Giovanni, did you get my rock?
10-4.
Fuck! The bird kept it!
She's not perfect at mimicry, but she is a bird, so she's okay.
And she would have been around long enough to go, yes.
Yeah.
She could actually say something similar to what Giovanni might say.
Yeah, simple, sentence.
Fuck it. Do I have to roll an insight against your deception? Against the bird's deception?
Yeah.
Let me give you that step.
Let's go,
It's actually
boys!
probably higher than it currently is, so let me give you that one.
Okay.
Fuck, I didn't get it. Don't even worry about it.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah. I got a nat 12.
Alright,
so.
cool. We got it.
Okay, anything else you doing?
No, I just wanted to see if you got the rock, and
If
now
you
I
want,
think
if
he
she's not
does,
going to use
so...
mimicry, I'll use a voice.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and take our small break right now. When we come back, it will be 2 days, and then whatever happens after that, see what happens. So, if you guys want to grab some snacks, or you want to grab a drink,
Let me grab my other drink out
we'll
of
be
the
back
fridge.
in around 20 to 25 minutes.